that is not the
Little
screen I
space
wanted.
he
There we
had.
go. I'm spoiling what I'm going to be playing next. I went to my solo live screen instead of this one. But hello all. Welcome to what are we ranking? 1991. That's right. And we are short a couple people. One of them will be here shortly, and the other one will not be here. But I have his list on my phone, so I will be including his things. But welcome once again, Cecil and Patrick and Bridget. Hi.
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 I'm not good at this.
We
I'm
look
not very good at
You're
hosting.
fantastic at it.
you're lovely. You got all that headroom up there.
Yeah, I am kind of just like somebody's recording me from the freaking ceiling.
It's like
Okay.
this is recording from a fucking spy cam.
Well, what I'm
It's-
using
From the cabinet behind you.
It's Lakitu on his cloud with his little camera hanging down.
normally I have like settings on OBS that have the camera zoomed in and all that, but I'm not using the OBS camera right now. I'm using the one on the
You
website
know,
we're using.
the further away from you, the better.
You
quite
know what?
frankly.
That's a very good point. Really don't need to be up close to horrifying all the children that may be watching.
But if you join the Patreon, you will get up close. A little too
Yes, up close
Possibly
shots.
his anus.
There's even a foot cam on there.
Oh God. All right. Is it? Can we move? I don't need. I know you're. I know you're coming over here in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be coming over.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Will. I'm
You'll
just gonna
see
lock
my
myself in the
feet.
No.
Hello,
if we,
frowned
like,
nose. Welcome to the
if we
stream.
lock the door and just act
And
like
they'll
we're not
immediately
here.
leave after hearing this conversation.
Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, hopefully this time nobody fucks up their lists like I did last time and tried to put Pokemon Stadium in 1998. What did I miss? You did not miss anything
Nothing.
yet. We are very unprofessional as far as starting stuff. I should
Yes.
say I am.
No, we all are pretty much.
Yeah.
And I've been, believe me, I've been doing, I've been doing this for years, and I still do everything wrong.
Yes,
so.
believe me, you don't go live until, or you don't actually start your thing until like an hour into your stream. Because
Yeah.
you're too busy
I
getting
sit
distracted.
there and I turn on and I just sit there and everybody's asking me questions and I just bitch. And then next I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to start. Whoops. But I like talking. A
It
little
is
too much.
fine. It is good. You
Mhm.
got to carry this stream. Trust me. You know, it's only
Oh wait,
self-deprecation if you don't believe it.
did you keep track of how many subscribers you have because it goes down every time you join us on this?
Yeah, it's like, I didn't know he looked like that.
I am going to change.
I actually had somebody that because I did the live stream and they were like I'm surprised. I was genuinely surprised. I wasn't expecting you to have a beard and I wasn't expecting you to be handsome. And I'm like, well, I appreciate you saying that I'm handsome, but I'm also kind of like, so you were expecting me to be like ugly and and
You
no
should have been
facial
like,
hair?
send me
hoping for a twink. Instead, they got a
Yeah.
blob.
Yes, I handsome, send me monies.
Yeah. Me money now. Me sick. Hello,
We-
Mr. Kearns.
We are somewhat
Ooh,
stalling.
he card read good.
We are somewhat
It's Kearns,
stalling.
stupid.
waiting for the other person, but I say we just start it up.
I think we start.
And Cecil
then-
raises levels a little bit. Can you raise your levels a little bit? Let me see if I can raise yours.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I can raise them on this end if you need me to.
Yeah,
What does
you're
that
at
mean?
200 on
I don't
mine,
get
so
on the streams. What does that mean?
He's slow.
Oh, it's mic volume.
it's
Okay.
low as usual.
I am low. I'm
Might be
always
better.
quiet.
Might be for the best.
Yes. Oh yeah, frowned. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Believe me, I'm always quiet. How's that? Is that better? I just bumped up like 20%. Because I can't see what your levels see.
Hold on.
I saw the sign.
Jesus.
That was donkey sausage.
I saw the shine. Opened up my eyes. I saw the shine.
Oh, that was because and then she shit on a plate and put it in the microwave,
Oh,
and then,
Jesus Christ.
and then ran around the Radio Shack and yelled donkey sausage.
It's a little bit better, but we'll survive. I can turn down
I
everybody
can look.
else's. Hold on one
No,
second.
I can look here. I'll put it. I'll put it
Nobody
way up.
wants to hear these other weirdos. We all want to hear Cecil.
No, believe me.
We
Nobody
just
believe.
want to
I
hear.
We want to hear his handsome
We
voice.
pay for Cecil.
even I don't want to hear me.
There we go. That's the shirt we need to
That's
make.
a lot
We
better.
came for Cecil.
For
That's a lot
Cecil.
better. Okay. Yes, for me.
Didn't you have a
We
shirt?
came for Cecil.
Didn't you have a shirt that was the crusty fucking logo that said it's not just good, it's good enough?
It's good
I-
enough.
I'm thinking that
That was
shirt-
on our wedding invitation, I think.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
I think
Yes.
so. It's not just good. It's good enough.
the tagline for
I still
Cecil
have
streams.
your wedding invitation. It was awesome.
Great. Awesome.
All right. Well, gave Blaine a little bit, but we should probably move on with this so people aren't waiting.
off.
Like,
Smoking the devil's lettuce. And that's why he's late.
Allegedly.
supposedly he didn't have his list ready, so he's trying to get it
boy.
ready real
What
quick.
about wait till the last
Oh,
minute?
just
That's all right. We'll add it in
doing
later.
shit.
Well,
Be like,
but this is above
stoner.
table. Was Blaine even born in 91?
Yes.
Actually, I think that was when. No. Oh wait, yes, he was born 87. I think
Okay.
he's only a few years
Yeah.
younger than us.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just seemed like he was a lot younger back then because we were like 19 and he was like
Yes.
15.
And then Bill was then
And
Cecil,
Bill was, and then
Cecil was Cecil and
60.
Tracy were the creepy old people that
Cecil
hung out
was-
with
we
the
were
young
the,
yeah.
old, we were the creepy
Cecil
old
was
people.
60 and Tracy was
60.
75.
Because I think when we first met Tracy, he pulled up in a white van and was like, "Hey, you kids want some candy?"
Yeah, had
some
free
games.
candy
And
written on the
Cecil
side
was
of
in
it.
the passenger seat, like, "Yeah, get in."
Get in, this is good shit. This guy's a, well, no, Tracy, like had already done like Tracy was in fucking
Desert
Operation
Storm.
Desert Storm and shit. Like I'm like, holy fuck, like.
While
what's
we were
funny?
playing these
While we-
games, for like when they came out,
He
he was driving a fucking tank.
He was
Yeah.
fighting for America.
Like we were playing Contra, he was fighting
On the-
contraband.
in
on
Contra.
the
He was in Contra.
on the file he sent me that had his stuff, he actually makes a note of that he actually didn't get to
Aw.
play a lot of the games in 91 because he was overseas friggin' so
Oh my
all,
God.
all he
Your service,
had was
Tracy.
basically a Game Boy.
Then all his
Oh,
games should be
wow.
Game Boy games, right?
Well,
There were good Game Boy games.
There were good Game Boy games.
but anyways, this is basically what's
That
going to
and
happen with this stream is we're going to be
He had
distracted by a
Xbox
lot of
on the
things.
computer.
Where
So-
it's gonna be fucking it's gonna be all over the place.
So while we are going to do it, but as opposed to last time, so we're not up until 1 a.m. again, is we turned down the list to 5 instead of 8, but we are going to do 2 honorable mentions that'll get that between the two they'll each get each one will get a half point, and basically won't talk too much about those ones. We'll just say, oh yeah, these ones, but they didn't make the list and all of that, and move on. I will start because I literally just changed an honorable mention of mine because I thought about it and I was like, I don't remember anything about the previous honorable mention that I had. So my honorable
Can I make a
mentions.
guess?
Hmm?
Can I make a guess?
What?
You changed it to Bubble Bath Babes.
Yes.
Of course.
Sex
No,
Olympics.
that was the one that got replaced. That was on then.
Ah,
No,
love for the Bubble Bath Babes.
you were changed it to leather skirts.
These are all games, I'm sure that.
They start
Hey,
Lolita
Bubble Bath.
syndrome.
I like-
Bubble Bath.
I like
Babes
how
was
it-
a game.
I like how he said, "Yeah, we won't be on here till 1 o'clock." With how this is going right now, we'll be here till 1.
That's why I'm just starting to type.
Although I will say it is less of us too. So it's only,
Ooh, that was loud. Goodness.
it
Rounded
what
nose, thank you for the follow. I gotta turn that down.
it's only like 3 of us instead of 5. So well,
Yeah. There'll be a
you
fourth
know,
one soon, so.
Are
okay.
those 2
But
blue slimes being rubbed up against somebody?
those were 2 blue slimes being rubbed up against somebody. Yes, that was a poof
Nice.
poof. A
Of
puff puff.
course.
But anyways, my honorable mentions were Battletoads and Simpsons arcade game
Okay.
because don't really need to go into reasons. Like I said, we don't really need to go into reasons for the honorable mentions. I will say though, what got replaced for my honorable mention, so you're not going to see it in the top 5, Metroid 2. So I had to pull that out of my honorable mentions because I played it once and I remember very much enjoying it, but not enough to actually say whether or not it was better than these 2 games. So ah,
So,
Okay.
so keeping things moving, here are my 2. I'm going to go Spider-Man versus the Kingpin for Sega Genesis and Sunset Riders.
all right.
Very cool.
He just played
Uh
Sunset Riders with Kanan not long ago.
So
oh yeah,
That was
I'm
fun.
sure he probably loved it.
He did.
just the quick hit. It and like The Simpsons,
Oh.
it was Konami just banging out those super arcade beat 'em up games.
Oh, that's just fun. Yeah, like that's how Riker was like when we were starting to get into video games.
They're
He
the
loved
easiest
those.
thing to pick up and teach. It's like just punch and go left or go
Yeah,
right.
or go right, whichever direction it is. But
If you
yeah,
hit a trash can and there's a roasted turkey in it, eat it.
mhm. And the nice thing too
Stand on
is,
top of it.
especially with like the modernized versions of them, is you can just set them to have like a bazillion lives, and so it's like, so if he's over in the corner just not, helping, it's like, all right, fine, if you die, we'll still beat the game.
And
For my honorable mentions, I am going to go with The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, which is such a fun ass game. You could play Gradius within the game. Like you went to a fair and there was a
I
room where you
remember
went in and
that.
there were arcade games. Really fun. And I
Love
am
games
also.
within a game.
It was really cool
I
because it
gotta
was one of those, you start playing it and it's like, because you're playing like a little mini version of it, and then it's like, then you're really, I'm like, oh, I might actually be able to beat the game within a game because they had the entire
Right.
game within there.
uh
And then I am going to go with one of a game that I'm probably one of the few people that enjoys.
Hello.
oh,
Ah, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
there
I'm
he
sorry.
is.
Are you on a highway?
Rings.
What?
You sound like
Oh,
you're
I think he's
driving
got
on
the
the
fan.
highway.
I think he's got a
Oh, is
fan
it a
on.
fan?
It's got probably a fan.
Let me check my audio stuff.
And when you get a chance, you can click on click on the last link that I saved, and the password's right above that.
We're not going to read the password out loud.
No, we are
Please
not
don't.
going to read the password out. No, Rich Foss. Yes, the password is comic
Can I buy-
630.
Can I buy a dryer door?
I love
Oh, I know
I
what's
love the
going on.
jokes that only Cecil and I get.
Mhm. Although, there's oh no,
Oh no,
they're like we're leaving. There's a somebody who I was talking to who made a baby bird reference on it.
Jesus.
I was like, oh my god, yes.
Is my audio sounding better now?
You have to mute the microphone on the website. That's all. Otherwise, yeah, your audio is fine.
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
Okay,
There you
cool.
go.
Yes,
All
Rasta Jew, our opinions are definitely wrong.
Oh, they're always wrong.
Did they take off on? Yeah, they're still on the chat, so I don't know where they went, but
Still in
I
Discord,
don't
so.
think that they.
Um.
I don't know. They hit the wrong button.
possibly, or if they're muted, or maybe they had to
Wrong
run
Or
and
they're
do,
like, you know what?
or they had to
We
run and do
really-
something, or they're just sick of us. One of the two.
Yeah, it's because they're like, this is a complete waste of a Saturday night. What are we doing?
I got to get
Ouch.
affiliate for fancy options, I think. Yes. Don't remind me I'm not an affiliate.
Don't worry.
There we go.
Only been doing this for 3
There
years.
he is.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And then Bridget's gone.
Bridget's like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
I had to sacrifice her to get the internet to come back.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys going off Moby games or just trying to remember them? What did we get the list from? Anybody remember?
We just used.
I got it off Wikipedia, but then I
Like, there were,
double-checked.
like,
Yeah,
Wikipedia, and then IMDb had
Mhm,
it was organized weird, but it was kind of spot on.
mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There was some
But
of
I did
them
have
where,
to I did cross reference a lot of them to make sure with Wikipedia,
yeah,
because
I
there were
kinda
some
did the
like,
same
there's no way
reference.
that came out in 91.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
a
there were a
couple of
few
them
of
that
those.
left my list because of that, but I'll explain those later. Do you have a second honorable mention, Cecil?
Yes, I do. I have Rings of Power.
Rings of
One of
Power.
a game that is so unbelievably difficult that apparently, according to this was Naughty Dog's first game before they
Oh.
got bad, like back when they were good. But I mean, like look at this. It came with not a booklet. That's a book.
That's
That is
it's a light novel right there, my dude.
this is heavy, and it was one of these Genesis cartridges. Because it was huge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It-
with the yellow tab.
with the yellow
Yeah.
tab.
Why
It
were
was
they that big again?
enormous.
Was it just
It-
like an older version of the board or something?
No, it needed more room for like stuff.
Right,
Like,
that's what I was kind of saying. Like more room
Mhm.
for the actual like logic board inside.
it
and
needed
everything
it
for
needed more
the
room
card.
for that, and I mean it just
Well,
was
I know-
big.
And
And,
didn't a lot of the EA games for Genesis, didn't they go to that?
Yeah, I remember a
think
lot of EA
so.
games having that. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
had that
like
on there 'cause maybe
Desert Strike and Jungle Strike, I
That
know
is
for
loud.
sure were that
Goodness
way.
gracious.
but
Me?
apparently
Door
according
knocker for the
to-
win. Thank you for the follow.
according to Naughty Dog, they said that they believe that there's only about 4 or 5 people that have actually beaten the game. Because it's a huge world, and it's weird, and combat is automatic. And controls are really, really, really strange. It's something else, but it is you will never play another game like it.
All right, so I'm just gonna throw Boon's stuff up here. His first and I don't know this one, so anybody else can say it. His first honorable mention was F-22 Interceptor.
Okay. That was a PC,
Okay.
well, a DOS game, I believe. That was like
I believe
a
so.
like a
Or-
what do you call it? A fighter jet sim game.
I was really trying to put a DOS game on my list, but I just couldn't justify it.
You probably
I
had to
could
play
put-
that to train for Desert Storm.
Yeah, really.
He
Right.
I don't know.
played
well, he
that
was-
game, he lived that game.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the army though. He wasn't in the Air Force.
I know.
Oh yeah, true.
And
That's true. You probably did both.
and his second honorable mention, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm.
Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah.
I can type.
The
There we go.
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
I just
Hog.
remember I had never heard of
It's
Sonic the
against-
Hedgehog, and I was in an EB Games. I was there to pick up something else, and there were these 2 kids that came in, and they were just going Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, and they were just saying, "Oh my god, I'm so excited about Sonic the and I thought they were saying "Sign of the Hedgehog" because they were saying it so fast. I had no idea
It's
what
a
they were
cult.
talking about, and after they bought the game and left, and I'm like, "What were they? What?" And the guy is like, "Oh, it's this game, Sonic the Hedgehog," and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Okay," and I just bought it like sight unseen because I was like, "I just got paid, I got money to waste. I'm
Those-
fucking,
those- Those,
I'm a
those
teenager."
those two kids were really executives for Sega, and they tricked you.
Look, there's a
They
sucker over there.
They
There's a
do that
sucker.
all the time. They go in. It's how Sonic ended up being a massive seller. But I went home and I loved it.
Heck.
It was a great game. Will it make my top 5? Who knows? But
Ooh,
Those two
foreshadowing.
kids are watching.
All
it
right,
was very
game.
good.
All right, gamer.
And Riker loves it, and he
Okay.
loves the movies.
My first honorable mention is NES Open,
Was that the tennis
which I'm
game?
sure will be on nobody else's list.
That was the tennis game.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
liked
That
I
was the
liked
tennis game.
Cross-Eyed
Okay.
Peach.
Oh, just
I like
tennis.
Okay.
man.
Cross-Eyed Peach. It's
Well-
actually really fun. Like, I'm not a golfer and I don't watch
Oh, it was
golf, but
golf.
like,
Okay.
yes.
I thought that-
It was the one with
Oh, okay, it's a
Mario
golf.
golfing and Peach is in it, and well, she was Princess Toadstool then. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
And then
Wow, I was thinking of a completely different game. Okay, I could see that. That's very you. I totally, and I don't mean that as an insult. I'm saying like that is the perfect
yeah,
game that
you
I could see
you
loving.
would like that.
It's golf, not hockey.
There's some
Duh.
stink on it.
It's yeah, really well. She was still Canadian back. Well, I mean, you're still
I
technically.
was gonna say
Canadian,
this
Yes.
was. I was unaware that was something she could get rid of.
but- well, dual citizenship.
Well, once you become a American citizen, it's just like you're American now.
Yeah, now
How
American
unbelievable.
goes to hell.
anyways,
You're
my other
unbelievable.
honorable mention is Lemmings.
Lemmings.
Okay.
Oh, Lemmings.
I
Yeah,
love
can-
Lemmings.
I liked it, but I'm terrible at puzzle games. And
Oh, see, I love puzzle games, and
I just
sometimes
yeah,
I like
Mary
just
loves
letting the
puzzle games.
lemmings die because it was
Yeah.
funny.
Did you ever
That
play
that one almost made my honorables actually. So
Did you
got
ever
very
play the
close.
Simpsons Lemmings?
No, I
did-
wasn't
There's
aware
a-
there
was
was
that-
a Simpsons
That was
Lemmings.
was that Krusty's Funhouse?
Yes.
I've never
yeah.
played Krusty
Yeah.
Funhouse.
I
Um,
did play that
That's different.
one.
That's different from Lemmings, though.
it's Lemmings. It's Simpsons Lemmings. It's like it's similar, but it is different. But it does have like goofy
Same
Simpsons.
concept.
Same
Yeah.
concept.
There's
essentially.
definitely similar concept, very similar concepts there. It's just I feel like with Lemmings, they're
Well, Lemmings is
yeah,
the better. I mean, Lemmings
Right,
is just
right.
fine tuned.
Simpsons
Yeah,
did it.
crusty. Yeah, that's it. But yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
Blaine.
but yeah, I think you might. I
Oh,
mean, you
sorry.
might like that. I would say check it out.
Well, we probably have it on our Kinhank.
I was gonna
console,
say you
so-
probably have it on the arcade thingy.
I think I'm just kind of leery about Simpsons games because I played Virtual Bart a lot as a kid, and that one is like ridiculous hard.
Is
Oh, yeah.
that's the one where you have to find the pages, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's-
No, that's
that's
Bart's
a
Nightmare.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Bart's,
Right.
you're
Virtual
right. You're right.
Bart
Bart's
is like a
Nightmare.
mishmash of mini games, but they're all really hard.
Yeah, they're in. Well,
Okay.
that was the thing. The Simpsons games were notoriously hard.
Most of those were incredibly difficult anyway. So
I watched somebody speed running Bart versus the Space Mutants, and even he was struggling at the end. I'm like, all right, here's somebody who like played this game to death, and even he's still dying. Like that, those games were freaking ridiculous. The only one that was like beatable as a regular human was the arcade game, because that you could just
Yeah.
you
I-
just had to have
which-
the quarters in.
Which is all my honorable
Yeah.
mentions.
Oh, there you go. That's a good game. I like that one a lot.
It was my number 8. So like it almost made
Okay.
honorable mention.
that
Ah.
one's actually pretty high up for me. So
Well, don't spoil.
I
Alright.
played that. I played that in
said
the
hi.
arcade, and that was so because I remember I was really excited because it had the life is hell characters in it. You had Bongo and the rabbits in the background. Like I was like, oh, okay, this is great. It's going just beyond Simpsons stuff. So because that was Matt Groening's like other thing was the Life in Hell books
yeah.
or Life is Hell.
All right, Blaine. What do you got for honorable mentions?
So my honorable mentions first is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It would have made the list if it wasn't for how fucking impossible that game was for me as a child. So like
Did
I
you ever beat
appreciate
it?
the hell. No, never.
No. Okay.
Child, I'm
Not
41 years
even
old
as
and
an
it's still
adult.
difficult.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
I was gonna
hard.
say I haven't even tried that one. I think I tried I messed with the remake that they did, which was fine, but I don't think I beat that one either. So yeah, but yeah, no, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, super just it was one of those that I definitely tried to beat my head against the wall with that one, but like there was that it was like that first experience of like a really big challenge for a game, I for the most part. Um, so yeah, that's the first one, and then the other honorable mention is Metroid 2.
Awesome.
Um,
Metroid 2 is great.
because it's a great game, and but also one that there's going to be a lot of this with me since I'm the youngest here. So there's a lot of I played this, could never beat it, still haven't beat it to this day, but I still have great memories with it. So and it was just it was cool whenever
That-
I was able to I never owned it, but I borrowed it from friends.
That-
So
It's the opposite of why I had to take Metroid 2 is because I don't have. I remember very much loving it, but it didn't have any memories of it to actually throw it onto my list. So I had to go and
Right.
I
throw
loved it.
Battletoads instead.
I loved it because
You
it
know, what's
had
that?
an ending that tied into Metroid 4,
Super Metroid.
Metroid's
Super Metroid.
oh yeah, yeah.
So it was really, so for me that was really neat because it was like,
The
oh,
Wii
this was a nice little cool tie-in to a game that not too many people played.
Yep.
All
Or at least
right.
not that many people that I knew, because back then video games,
Yeah,
not everybody
I-
had a Game
you
Boy.
nerd, you
Yeah,
big old
nerd.
nerd.
I
Pretty much.
I beat Metroid 2 and enjoyed it. I never beat the NES Metroid, and I honestly don't enjoy that one. So I don't think I ever would.
The NES or the SNES? You mean?
NES. I never actually beat the
Oh,
SNES
yeah, yeah.
version, but I do enjoy that game.
Yeah, me
so-
neither. But yeah,
Oh, I
that
beat
one just
I
still
used
is
to-
style for days. And
Back when
substance.
I had the thing called Time, I
Right.
used
What's
to
that?
play. I know it doesn't exist anymore. I used to play Super Metroid, just all the freaking time, like just trying to look for all the different secrets, and I would beat it, and just it was so I wasn't like speed running it, but I was having fun with it. It's a great game.
Thank you,
Like,
Keith. You
Now
laughed
I
at
went
it
back,
when
I played it.
did
Now
too.
I can't even get through half of it without dying a million times.
All right.
We got it out where you can show it.
So,
No.
eh,
No.
Oh.
okay. So,
Disregard.
so top 5.
Ignore me.
Yes, top 5. And
Let's go to the top 5, and I think I'm about to get some hate from a lot of people in this room.
Boo.
Oh no.
I know what it is.
Say it isn't so.
You know
Oh,
what?
What's funny is he told me it wasn't going to be on his list at one point.
You want to know why?
Why?
You want to know why it wasn't going to be on my list? Because we said U.S. releases, so that knocked out Zelda and Mega Man 4. So that gave Final Fantasy 4 a chance to actually make it onto the list. And the reason it is not higher is because essentially the other games are much, much better. And in
It's
my opinion, it's not the best Final
Boo.
Fantasy on Super Nintendo. So
oh no.
Doesn't
That's
get
quite
a-
I'm
more-
gonna-
He's
In
catching
about couple
strays.
weeks, you're getting punched.
But no,
I'm
Final
gonna take
Fantasy
you to one of the lesser good pizza places around here.
Final Fantasy 4, yes. I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's a great game.
Because,
Other
because
people
we
are
know
gonna go
there's
into
going to be
plenty
two
of detail
people
about it.
that are going to go ape shit over it.
So I'll move on.
Yes.
Mm.
Patrick.
My number 5, it's been mentioned several times. Metroid 2.
Ah,
you go.
sweet.
I got it that Christmas. Again, did not know how to play it at all. But I just would spend hours trying to figure out what to do in that game. And-
We keep it in a shoebox.
Well, all the Game Boy games are in a shoebox, but like it's like when you stop and think about it, the first Metroid game, it's not that good.
Thank you.
I know I may catch it's okay.
It was
Metroid
great for the
2 is a
time.
million times better than the first Metroid.
You know what's better
Yes.
than the first Metroid? Final Fantasy IV.
It's the 5th best game in 1991. I'd say it's a good game.
Yeah, Metroid 2. Like I
Metroid
loved the little Metroid at the end. I'm like, oh,
I think I know what's going to be on Cecil's list at some point.
I think you probably could if I think you would probably be able to pick 3 of my 5.
Bubble Bath Babes.
Bubble
Uh,
Bath Babes,
Leisure
Sex
Less
Suit.
Olympics.
Sex
Manly,
Olympics
Sex
Sex
Olympics.
Olympics, you
Sexcapades.
know,
and Madden 91.
You said
Wait,
I
was
heard
there a
you.
Madden 91?
By the way, I heard you
That
say
didn't start
Leisure
till,
Suit
like
Larry. That wouldn't at all surprise me, though. The other ones would legit surprise me. If you said Leisure Suit Larry, I'd be like, all right.
yeah. No Leisure Suit Larry's on. And I love Leisure Suit Larry, but they wouldn't the later ones like the first one and then I forget I think it was the 7th one because this actually the 7th one was the first Leisure Suit Larry I ever played. Shape Up or Slip Out. That one I actually streamed a while ago. And it was fucking hilarious.
You could get away with the Leisure Suit
I thought
Larry games on stream.
Yeah, dude, they're not that bad. There was
But
I mean Grand Theft Auto is
Twitch is awful.
yeah,
as I
but I
stream
mean
on
but there's
Twitch.
no it's all like innuendo and shit. And like dad jokes and stuff.
I know.
So it's really not that bad.
Uh, so what is your
What's
number
5?
5?
My number 5,
Yee.
my number 5 is a game. It was originally released as Another World, but they changed the name to Out of This World
Oh, okay,
for
I know.
the US release. And phenomenal game. It was all rotoscoped. It was a action adventure game, and it was just unlike anything else. And still to this day, there's really not a lot of games that are like it.
It,
Um,
it's like it's kind of like the Prince of Persia style, like
yes,
gameplay, right? Okay, yeah, it is the one I'm thinking of
yeah,
then.
it's like Prince of Persia, which also was rotoscoped.
Mhm.
But it's just really weird and also like Prince of Persia, ridiculously fucking hard. Like the end for the longest time, I had no idea what I was supposed to do, and find because back then when I was playing it, there's no game facts,
Right.
and the friends I had that did play video games, they were playing Madden and shit. They weren't playing,
And
Out
it
of This
didn't come
World.
with a phone book like Rings of Power.
Right, it didn't come
No.
with a phone book like this fucking thing. I should weigh this. This thing weighs like 5 pounds.
Jesus.
So fucking heavy. But yeah, it so I finally like figured it out after playing it for like months, and because I got all the way to like the end, and then it ends on this kind of crazy cliffhanger, and it was so good. It's still a great game. It's fun, but it's fun. Even if you know what you're doing, it's still hard.
Heard Cecil from Good Bad Flicks is here.
He
Says
is.
Eric Hermo.
Give
Yeah.
him a shout out.
Oh, what's up, Eric? I don't know. I don't. I mean, again, this is 3 cats in a trench coat. So
So Tracy, who's not here, Moon. Uh, his number 5, since it's already been explained, Lemmings. Is
Oh,
ra-
there you go.
Yay!
Another
is
Lemmings.
raging. Hours and hours of puzzling out how to safely get my poor lemmings safely home.
Mm.
There is
You know
there
what
is
I'm
a really,
discovering?
although there is a satisfying sound when they pop when they die.
It's true. It's true. I'm noticing that he and I have a lot of favorite games in common. I'm noticing this from the last couple times that we've done
I,
this.
Watch
Mhm.
all the rest of his games. We're just like, why the hell did he pick that?
Curveball.
Bubble babes.
Not not
Bubble
not.
Bath Babes.
Bubble bath babes.
I'm going to guess you probably haven't played F-22 Interceptor though.
No, I have not. You're right. I have not.
But what have you played? What is your number 5?
What's your number?
Okay, my number 5 is Street Fighter 2.
Mm.
Pretty sure
Mhm.
we'll see that again somewhere elsewhere.
Probably so. I kind of hope it's your number 1 since you put my number 1 as your number 5. Asshole.
I actually have to look up my list again. What is my number 1? Uh
Anyways,
I
I
think
always
it's what I
played
think it's what I
Ryu.
think it is. Okay.
It's just a solid game. It's a solid fighter.
Shoto.
Fun to
Shotos
play
for
on
the win.
arcades. Fun to
Because
play on console.
yeah,
It,
absolutely.
I'll have more to say about that
That's
later. So
right. Yeah, same
I'm sure
here.
you will.
I'll probably refrain as well. So
So you got any other memories of it?
I always play as Ryu.
Mm.
I remember playing with my brothers all the time. It's got some sentimental value built in. I used to think when Chun-Li did the spinning kick upside down, I used to think that she was saying pigs are hard to kick.
Yeah. And you could see her panties too.
Pig's hot.
That was that was
Okay. Okay.
Well,
If I wanted to see all that, I'd play Sex Olympics or Bubble
There you
Bath
go.
Bubble
Babes.
Bath.
Bubble bath babes. Bubble bath babes. You see titty right away.
That's right.
They straight to the point.
And they know their audience. Their
Bubbles?
audience
What
ain't got
bubbles?
time.
Now that that awkwardness is out of the way.
There's no awkward.
what?
What?
No.
We've been
There's no
much
awkward.
worse.
All right,
Gosh,
Blaine.
yes.
What do you got for 5?
All right. So my number 5 is going to be Battletoads.
Ooh.
Mm.
It's
Man, you're
one
just
of those.
picking hard games, aren't you?
Yeah,
Jesus.
really.
Yeah.
Classicus.
Yeah.
It's
I
91.
mean, yeah.
Most of them are.
No, what's funny is that I think in terms of games I played total from that year was like maybe 13 or so. So it kind of started to become slim pickings a little bit, but at the same for ones that I had like good memories with instead of just I just played this one a little bit. But I mean, still Battletoads is another one where I didn't exactly beat it, but still was just was one of those games where you just sat down with a few,
That,
went to a friend's house that had it and just got as far
that,
as we could until somebody raged out, and that was it. So
that one, I put it in an honorable mention, so I didn't talk about it that much. So since you brought it up, I'll say it. That's one of those
right.
games where there's one level in particular that trips me up. But if I can
Yeah.
get past that level, I can generally beat the game every time.
Which
But
level?
elevator.
The race level?
No,
Oh,
the
oh,
elevator one.
Okay.
Mhm.
The
Race level always mess with me and my friends when we were kids.
which
so
one
I
though?
it was
There's 3 of them.
I think it was the first one.
The
So
first
we never got that far as kids. So, but I
Nope.
mean, later on I got past that one, but still.
Nope, there was the turbo tunnel, and then later on you have to do the the fly on the jet in the fire level, and then there's the
Mhm.
one with a little swirly ball fucking chases after you. That's another pain in the ass one. That's another one that's kind of like I may or may not fucking do that one. But the elevator one is
Right.
the one that kills me every time.
I just
Okay.
couldn't deal. Like I saw the Mexican runner. He beat the first race tunnel level blindfolded. I'm like, all right,
Wow.
come on.
It is memorization.
It's like, oh, look at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Big swinging thing. Look all over the place. Just
That's kind of cool.
look at yeah.
But I mean, I think it's
I
more
beat
so like it's also like sound cues.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but I mean, I
It's
I
fun
don't.
to do weird things like
That's
that though.
that's
Like
the
when I
Mhm.
was younger, I beat Mario Brothers, the original, upside down.
Mm. I mean,
And
I
that was
saw a
like
girl.
the talk of the neighborhood.
I saw a girl beat
So
Elden Ring with a fucking DDR controller.
Yeah,
So, but you
there's
played
all
it like what?
sorts.
You were on the couch,
just
or
upside
you
down.
just so sad. How'd you not get a head rush?
I did a few times.
You okay?
She was
Well,
on,
but you beat a level. You beat a level. You sit up
You
for
take or
a
let the
little
blood
while,
come
then you
back,
get
and
back upside down. I was a bored kid with too much time on my hands.
that sounds, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
You do what you
Okay.
got to do.
All right. So I guess my number 4, as we move on. My number 4 is Sonic the
I still can't get
Hedgehog.
over your number 5.
Ah,
I know that was in Tracy's Moon's honorable mentions
How
Yeah.
can you say that's better than Final Fantasy IV?
because it is a more iconic.
I'm
I think
sorry.
it's a more iconic game.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time wrapping my
Uh,
brain around that.
mm,
It is a more iconic game. I mean, it's not quite as much so as 2, Sonic 2, but
Right.
it is basically the game that sold Genesis. Basically, without this
Nice.
game, this Genesis wouldn't have been nearly as big as it was. And then,
it's
of course,
blast
2,
processing.
the blast. Yes, the blast processing as Sonic
Blast
runs and does
processing.
loops.
Sonic did what Nintendo.
Yes, Genesis does.
And they're playing the Butthole Surfers.
Yes, censoring it.
Sorry, I'll be
Yeah,
back. in
but
like
say yes,
3
they were
minutes.
pussing out and censoring it. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That was Nintendo
I was
did the Butthole Surfers. No, yeah, they did the thing with the race car and Sonic the Hedgehog next to Mario Kart. And they
Yeah.
had like Mario Kart was on like the ice cream truck and it was all like brant, brant, and it was like breaking down. And Sonic was on a dragster.
Fucking
does
what Nintendo. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a great game. But Sonic the Hedgehog, great game. One of my favorites on the Genesis. Actually, the whole Sonic series is one of my favorites on the Genesis. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that one.
I think it's a good game. I think it sold a lot of copies.
Oh,
I know there's this story I always see on the internet about some 2 kids that loop some idiot.
They looped some dope in EB Games to buy in this game they never heard of.
Yeah.
Back when I could, back when that idiot, could just spend money all willy nilly.
So, my number 4, how fitting, in the 4th spot, Final Fantasy IV.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Divorce.
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 I'm glad Keith took the stray shots, so because I'm like, God, I'm gonna put this, and I'm gonna instantly get hated. But I'm glad Keith put it on the list below mine.
I might have to
Right.
sleep on the couch tonight. This
Man,
is a personal attack.
It's on my look. There'll probably be somebody that doesn't have it on their list, and I feel sorry for that person.
maybe
It's probably Tracy.
Keith
Maybe there will
originally
be
wasn't
one.
gonna have it on his list, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah,
she's lucky.
He was.
She's lucky. Mega Man
okay.
4 came out in
Hey, give
'92.
your little spiel about it. Go.
It is a good game. A lot of the stuff that is I'm not gonna go into detail because there's gonna be 2 people that are gonna whore it out to no extent. There is a lot of things that started in 4/2 that has been mainstays in the whole series. It
Mhm.
also probably has one of the greatest characters in video game history,
Edward.
Kane Highwind.
Oh.
Gilbert.
And it does have one of the most iconic lines, the Spoonie Bard.
Mhm.
So my number 4, Final Fantasy IV.
I'm gonna laugh. It's not actually on Cecil's list.
Forgot about it. Damn.
He's just like, what? So much good stuff came out in '91.
I assure you, it will be on here somewhere.
But what is number 4 on your list?
Number 4 on my list. This is the one that I think is going to be one of the outliers. That is a game called Silent Debuggers. One of my all-time favorite games. It is a TurboGrafx game. It is a corridor first-person shooter. Essentially, you are a guy who is a debugger, and you go to different space stations to kill
Patrick used
the
Patrick used
bugs.
to be a debugger.
Yes, I was a
It's yeah,
debugger, sort of.
not that kind of
I
debugger.
I sell
Oh.
things to debuggers now.
So, um, but it's like the art style is like anime, and the thing is you're on this space station, and the way that it's set up is that each level is like that floor. So you go through the floor and you kill all the different monsters, and then you make it back to the elevator, and then it drops you down to the next section, and then you go through and you kill all them. And there's a really good story that goes along with it, and you get all the way down to the bottom and you find, that's where the hive is, and it's just a really awesome game. It more or less can be played in one sitting, but you'll if you're good, you can beat it in a couple hours. But in the beginning, when you're kind of learning the ropes and whatnot, you'll die a whole bunch. And but it is kind of neat if you play it all in one
And
sitting, because it gets like more and more like just tense, because as you get down, the monsters are harder and stronger, and there's more of them, and
Hmm.
they sneak up on you. And the thing was, it was one of those first it was an early first person shooter, and being that the TurboGrafx didn't have like the most horsepower, it was one of those ones where you like you would turn, like, you had to turn around, in sections. So it's not like a first person shooter now, you turn around, you swing all the way around. So it made it like really tense, because you hear something coming behind you, and you're like having to like turn around. It was kind of like tank controls in a way. So it was really tense. It's an awesome game, and I love it dearly. And I'm
E
glad to put it at 4.
Eric Hermo, I apologize. I'm just now seeing the comments. Were they using Pepper for the Neo Geo system? I'm guessing that was typed out way when we were talking about Butthole Surfers. But
Oh yeah, no,
I s-
they were
I
using
stink at noticing things. So
Who Was in My Room. Who the hell was in my
That was nice.
bed?
no. It wasn't who the
I
hell
don't.
was in my bed. It was who the
Yeah, who
was
the
in my
bleep
head.
was it? Yeah.
Couldn't say hell.
I highly recommend
Correct.
I highly recommend Oh, I'm looking at it. Boo, IGN, being IGN shitholes. They gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Ugh,
They
what do
would.
they know?
You know what's funny is when we were talking about 91 and you said something about like the greatest TurboGrafx 16 game, I legit thought you were going to talk about Splatterhouse, so I immediately looked that up to see when it came out.
Mm.
Nah, that came out in 89, so that would not have made the list.
No, Splatterhouse, I think the arcade game out in 89. I think 92 was the home
I don't
version.
remember seeing it on the list.
Splatterhouse wasn't in 91, no.
Yeah, Splatterhouse. Um,
The launch title for the Super.
yeah, it was 89, I think, in Japan in the arcade.
Oh, all
And let me
right.
see. Yeah, where is the Splatterhouse?
I guess you could take Final Fantasy IV off your
Yeah, because
list.
Splatterhouse 2 was not. Maybe, or you know what? Splatterhouse might have been 1990. Let me see. Splatterhouse.
No, I can't do that.
I'm going to laugh if it was 91 because then everybody's list is just going to change. I know mine would,
I
so.
let's see. When was year released? 1990.
1990. Okay, good. I don't feel so bad
Yeah.
now.
I would have put it. It would definitely that would have been on my list.
Yeah.
If that was this year. But
Oh.
that
So-
was a great game.
All right. So
I mean, I have- oh,
Moon.
wait.
Huh?
I was gonna say you can't. You can kind of see it. Back there, you can a little bit of the terror mask.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Back
they
there.
they gone again. Oh, they're back.
Oh
Yep.
no.
So Moon's number 4 was one that was actually one of my honorable mentions before it got kicked off. Bonk's Revenge.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Let me go find my.
he as much of a fanboy I am for the Sega Genesis, I have always preferred Bonk over Sonic. I can't tell you why, but I do. Maybe it was the 3 levels of power-ups, maybe it was the slower pace. It was just so much fun. That's pretty much
Bonk
was
was
his
really
cliff
fun.
notes. So Gamer took off, so he can probably skip over to Blaine.
Oh, what?
What?
Is she still there?
Oh, she's still. Yeah. We
Yes?
can't.
Oh,
We can't see you.
Let me reload this thing.
all right. I gotta.
Well, yeah,
grab-
you can hear us because we're in Discord.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but your cam went away. That's why earlier I went, oh. I'm like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're still here. Patrick was researching
Right.
something
Yay.
because he messed something up and left a game out, and he was like, "Are you
Oh.
sure that came out in '91?" And he's like, "Oh no." So then he's like, "Well, what do I take off my list?" And I'm like, well, "You might as well go ahead and take Final Fantasy
He should have.
4 off your list."
Just to be spiteful,
Oh, is
he
it my
should.
turn?
Yeah. Let me get.
Yeah,
the
she
ex-
said, "Why don't you take that off?" I'm like, "Yeah, I should, but yeah, no, I can't."
Okay,
Yeah.
my number 4 is Ninja Gaiden 3: Ancient Ship of Doom.
Mm.
Yes.
Was that
What?
was that
Okay.
Man,
easier
What
or
was
harder
that?
than the first one?
What was that?
What was what?
Well,
That uh,
what Keith's doing it?
I thought we weren't gonna go there.
I like all of them, but they're freaking hard.
Now, I will say 3 is very hard. It's a lot of trial and error. It's definitely not as easy as the second one, but I still loved it. Some of my favorite Ninja Gaiden music is from the third one.
Is the third one with
I'll
the
give you
story
that
was
one.
really cool.
3
The
does
story
have
was
great
really
music.
cool.
not
Yeah.
as good as 2.
The story was really good. It started out with a scene where you're thinking that Ryu is killing Irene, and it ends up being like a double, like somebody who's like a copycat, and so he's trying to clear his name. Like it's a really neat game. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I never beat it. I got really close,
Mm.
but I enjoyed it.
It's okay.
Not the worst though. When you're like, I love this, I want to finish it, I can't.
Right. It's not humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not happening.
I couldn't beat Ninja Gaiden with a video game that, if you remember the video game Replay, which was kind of like Game Shark, because
The
it
Game
was
Genie.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not a Game Genie. No, it was
Not
a
a
video
Game
game Replay. It basically it was a it did save states like back then, and so it was plugged in and it would record like you're playing, and it would keep like a section, and I was able to kind of the section with the fucking hawks, and that
Yeah.
I never got past that. 'Cause I
Which
got
one?
annoyed because you die and you had to go all the way. It was right before you got to Jack Wheel.
Yes.
Jacquio.
I could never get past that.
Jacquio is what I could never get past.
That would have been the thing. I'd finally get past it, and then I'd get there, and then I'd die to him.
I was gonna say the problem with that game. I don't know if the other Ninja Gaiden games do this, but the problem with that is when you die to like a boss, it sends you back to the beginning of the level.
No, it just did that with Jacquio, right?
Just
It
did that
didn't
with
do
Jacquio. I
with
thought
the
it did with all the bosses.
Yeah, it didn't. No, it didn't do that with the other bosses.
Right, yeah, with Jacquio.
It did well. No, well, the Jacquio took you back to the beginning of the level. I think the other bosses took you to like the start of that act or whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Mm.
no, that's why because I
It's
would get to
just
Jacquio.
Jacquio's act is
I,
so long. It
yeah,
seems worse.
It's
I would
but it's so much
I
worse.
would get there, I would die, and then I would get sent back to the fucking beginning of the stage, and then I would turn off the NES and throw it across the room because
Well, that's why I got
I,
the action replay thing because I'm like, okay, I can save my position like right before, and I still couldn't beat it.
round nose. Oh,
That technology cost back then.
I love
Yeah,
Ninja.
that was like $60. It
Really?
was this weird contraption thing. It was like it looked like it like looked like what was the like the knuckles thing for Sonic and Knuckles, like cuz you'd plug your controller into it and it had a thing that would go down inside of the Nintendo. It was I'll see if I can find a picture of it.
uh,
What was
fr-
it called again?
Buy from some guy in an
Action.
It
alley,
was like
Cecil.
Nintendo. Yeah, bought it in a back alley. Nintendo. I think it was. I'm pretty
fr-
sure it was like Game Action Replay.
frowned nose is on your side, by the way, Bridget. Loves
Good.
Ninja Gaiden
Way to
3.
go, brown nose.
Second most played game for some time in school days. It was the first video game it was the first game he saw with cinematics. And the US version is apparently a lot more difficult than the Japanese version.
All valid points. I've never played the Japanese version though.
Neither have I. Neither have I. I've only ever played the US
Maybe
version.
that's the one I need to play if it's easier.
I'd get to level 2 in Ninja Gaiden 3. And then this is coming from somebody who has beaten 2 and got the
Is that the
Jacquio.
scrolling one? Was that the scrolling level where you
I'm
had to like
trying
keep
to
climbing?
remember. Yeah, it was in a cave with the fucking lava rising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
fun, but yeah, so hard.
Keep in mind, this was coming from somebody who's beaten 2 and got the Jacquio and won. So I know the games. In the Japanese version, you only lose 1 HP instead of 2 like the US. So
Maybe I need to track
Jesus.
that down
Double
and play
health.
That's
it.
a huge
It's a huge-
difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
It reminds
Get
me
hit
of
like
It's literally
16
twice
times.
as hard at
That
that
reminds
point,
me-
effectively.
That reminds me of Castlevania 3, where the US version and Japanese version differed with that. With the Japanese version, you got hit. The HP that gets taken away is based on the monster that hits you, whereas the US version, the HP that's taken away is based on the level that you're on. So basically, the final level in the game is an absolute fucking nightmare on the US version,
Right.
which made getting the achievements a pain in the ass on the Steam because they couldn't do it in the Japanese version, which is the version I prefer. But hey, whatever. Anyways, Blaine.
I posted
All right,
it.
now.
I posted it in the Discord.
Yeah,
it is a game.
I
It
saw.
was a game action replay. It also you could put in slow motion, so you could slow shit down. So I did. Now that I remember that, yeah, I did slow mo, and I still couldn't fucking get past the goddamn.
I didn't know this thing existed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've
Decent-
seen a blink of it
Yeah.
once.
I was a Game
before,
Genie
but
kid,
that was
so-
about it.
You're a Game Genie. I got this because I was like, because I wanted to beat Ninja Gaiden. I bought this specifically to beat Ninja Gaiden, and I couldn't.
And
Cecil's
it's
Cecil's
did two kids in like a back alley like, hey man, you need to get this.
Also, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog.
So the Hedgehog, so the Hedgehog.
Cecil stinks at games.
I'm not good. You know
Oh,
what?
no, he
I,
doesn't.
I'm surprisingly good at Souls games, but but I mean I used to be really good at platformers and shit, but now I'm terrible.
I just remember
lost
him in
that
Rainbow
skill.
Six.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I'm never good at any team-based game or first-person shooter.
Because when you died, your mic got cut, so you just hear him talk, and then just mid sentence, he just stop talking.
and it was usually like, "Hey, I'm gonna motherfucker."
Oh fuck!
Unless we were in mid. Well, no, we wouldn't be in Midtown Madness when we were playing Rainbow Six because it was Xbox.
I still think the best was when Orga went into like the room and you just hear him go, "Ah, fuck!"
The
and
flashbang.
you see the flashbang go off under the door,
Because we were all
Yeah.
watching in the lobby. Because it's just I forget who it was, you and somebody else, and it's like he's in the bathroom.
and you just see the light flash underneath the door, like there was a crack. Ah, fuck, boom.
I had a habit of doing that with the flashbangs. I like it when we would do team battle and everybody would be there. I would just start lobbing flashbangs at the beginning of the beginning of the match, finding all my teammates. I was a I was a
Great.
jerk.
This is great.
Well, I
You
always
still
told you
are.
the first time
We
I
still
met
love
you, we were
you.
playing Wolfenstein, and I'm like, "Who's this kid running around singing, 'Eat my balls, 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 balls'?"
Rasta Jew. I was a Game Wizard 32 Pro DOS for the DOS kid. Eric
Mm.
Hermo, Cecil. I used to rock and roll all night and party every day, and then it was every other day.
Now it's not at all.
No,
Yeah,
it's
what
not
was
at
that?
all.
Sob.
Now I hardly spare a few hours a week to get funky. No, it's I want to rock and roll and part of every day. I have errands to do.
And a fraction of the day.
All right,
But,
Blaine.
all right.
What do we got for 4?
So my number 4 is TMNT Turtles in Time.
Oh yeah, that was the
Well,
arcade, the
awesome.
arcade game.
Yeah,
Right.
the arcade
It's
one
arcade.
dropped that year,
Yeah,
and
great game.
so
I was-
much money pumped into that game. And I mean, beat it a couple times, when I was a kid, and then of course, like later on, even run through it like once per character or something like that. But just it's just one of those, just one of the best side-scrolling beat 'em ups ever made, in my opinion. So it's just
And-
Konami was on a roll.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they
Mhm.
really were.
yeah, they were on. Yeah, they knew what they were doing then. So
And your turtle of choice was?
at the time it was Leo. Over time I progressed to Donnie. Donnie is definitely my go-to at this point. There's just something about the bow
Nice.
staff that's just I always love, just like the animations of it. Usually I know reach is kind of one of those things where, yeah, I'm sure it doesn't make that big of a difference, but I don't know, maybe it's a
Ah,
something in my head. But yeah, it feels like the reach is better. And then yeah,
I don't
so
know. I
and then
was
even
Rafi,
in other Turtles games,
I was
it was
Raphael. I
Donnie
never
as well.
noticed a difference.
You
And
gotcha.
Raphael had a sigh.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
so
Raph-
that's why
Raph
I'm like,
also hit the
it
hardest.
might be in my
Mm.
head, at least, but still, it's
I
just enjoyed them.
I just remember Raphael from the other TMNT game that was released that year, which is actually not on my list. Would have the corkscrew attack when you used a super move, and that was just you
Yeah, which
rip through bosses when you were fighting that. When you were
right.
And then
using
there
him.
was a time when you stumbled onto April O'Neil and you told her not to
No,
cut me
no,
slack.
No, we
no,
don't talk about
no.
that. That'll get
The
us kicked
video
off.
that ruined my childhood,
That'll
thanks
get us
to
kicked off
Orgo.
Twitch.
Right.
Or wait, I can't remember if it was Orgo
That was
or
Cecil.
Cecil
That
that
was
discovered
Cecil.
that.
Oh, Cecil.
You
I
took
found
my
that.
childhood
I'm
from me.
sorry.
You might as well
I
just
mean,
got me in that white
I
unmarked
saw the
van and showed
video
me that
too.
video.
So
We all
I
saw
know,
the
but
video.
although
You
You
saw
all
it when you were
couldn't
way
wait
too
to
young
watch
to be
that
seeing.
thing.
yeah,
When we met up in Boston, you all couldn't wait to watch that thing in our hotel room. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
Hey, April, don't cut me no slack.
Oh,
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 And-
Michelangelo.
yeah, and his penis turns into a hand.
oh god.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. And also on
we,
that note,
we
I
can't
have
say
to
the
take
the
a
best
quick
line
break.
in the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ow.
Quick 3 minutes again. I gotta grab
Yeah.
food out of the
Crying.
oven.
Gotcha.
So I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
no
Sorry.
worries.
No worries.
All right,
So my
I'm
number
done.
3. What was my number
you're on
3?
3.
I think I remember what it is off the top of my head. Okay, I did. Yes, number 3. God, I can't fucking type right now. Street Fighter 2.
Mm.
Street Grinder?
Street Grinder. Street
What?
Grinder
Street
2.
Grinder 2.
Yes.
That's another game.
Yes, I remember. I remember putting a lot of hours in this. Basically, there was a local video rental shop, like a little tiny fucking building that just basically sold VHS tapes. I remember seeing Unnecessary Roughness sitting on the shelf fucking ever, never being rented. Poor soul. But right next to it was,
That football with sunglasses, right?
yep, that would be it. And I saw he got the arcade game in there, and basically it turned out like after like 2 or 3 weeks, he wanted to shut his rental store down and just turn it into an arcade because he was making so much more money from Street Fighter 2
Wow.
than he
I
was
believe
getting
that.
renting out videos. And then, but oh
Nobody
my god,
wanted unnecessary roughness.
Yeah.
so many hours into that. I was a Guile main because I could never do the Hadoukens or anything like that. So, and the charge
Guile's
was much
You
awesome.
were a flash
easier.
kicker,
Uh
flash kicker.
Flash Kicker and Sonic Boom and all that. And then
Yup.
I believe like obviously it was the next year because it didn't come out that year, but the guy ended up getting a Street Fighter Turbo arcade game in the shop as well. And I started noticing
Nice.
the walls of movies started getting fewer and fewer.
But unnecessary roughness was
Oh,
still
that was
there.
still sitting there.
Good for him, though.
I don't know why
He found his
I don't know why that's
he
the
found
movie
his
that
moneymaker. Good
stuck
for him.
with me. Well, his moneymaker for about 2 years, and then the fucking arcades just crashed, and yeah, all of a sudden the place
Aw.
didn't exist anymore because nobody was going to the arcades after a while.
See, he
That
thought
makes me
he
sad.
had something,
He did.
and
Nope. But no, great game. I still remember getting to Balrog in it and then never get him just wiping the floor with me. As I
Yep.
kept trying to charge Sonic Booms, and he would just fly through them with a friggin' bullet punch and hit me in the face. Jerk.
so you beat it. You beat it though. I mean, you had.
In the arcade, no. Not in the
Oh,
arcade.
okay. In the arcade, yeah.
And
Not
at
in the
home I
arcade,
did,
no.
but not in the
At
never
home,
in the
yeah,
arcade.
yeah.
No, I wasn't as good at fighting games yet, and by the time I would have been good enough to beat Street Fighter 2, I'm pretty sure the 7th iteration of the game actually came out, so I was playing that one.
The seventh Street Fighter
Eh,
2, right?
Right.
Super Street Fighter 2 Ultra Edition,
Super
Right.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo EX
which I think is
Alpha.
actually an actual game.
from
Turbo.
it is. I'm pretty sure.
What's funny, yeah, and then the
Poor answer.
alphas.
I actually
Alphas
made
that came around with
I
the
actually made a
3
comment. What was the
generation.
comment I made on my cliff notes? The first game in the iconic series. Yes, Street Fighter 2 itself is a series.
Right.
That's right.
So okay, so it looks like officially there's only there's a total of 5. There's the original, then there's Championship, 2 Turbo, and then there's Turbo, and then there's Super Street Fighter 2, and then there's finally Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
And then there's Street Fighter 2
Wasn't there World War
New-
or
new chal-
new challengers?
New
I
challengers.
thought
That is super.
When?
because that
Oh, that's
Su-
super.
oh,
Okay.
Super
okay.
Street Fighter 2, the
Oh,
new
yeah, that's-
challengers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and 2 Turbo
Okay.
is has a subtitle of hyper
Su-
fighting.
Super Street Fighter
Okay.
2 with Mr. Wishy Washy. Oh, Washy Washy. I said that wrong. Damn it. Eric Hermo.
So
Ugh.
my number 3, way back a long time ago
Oh, here we go.
And
When you
91.
in '91.
Yes.
That's
When
a
you
long
bought
time
a
ago.
when you bought a system, it came with a game, and I'm going with Super Mario World.
God damn it. Yes.
Yeah, and that
Amazing.
when we got our Super Nintendo the following year, so '92. The 2 games we had, Super Mario World and Link to the Past.
That's 2 good games. It.
Those like you were set with those 2 games.
Mhm.
And then just like the thing with Super Mario World, like, yeah, you could beat it, but then, well, wait, if I jump here, it opens up a whole new world. And it's like,
Yeah,
well,
there's
how
this
do you get
extra
up there?
path here.
It's like, wait, so there's a ghost house up there. How do you get to it?
Right.
So there was just tons of replayability with that game.
see if anybody else is the same. What was? Do you remember the last level you found?
Oh my gosh.
I remember mine.
Soda
So
Lake?
I
Maybe
don't.
Soda Lake, maybe?
for the by the way, that was the last one I found.
I
Was
think that
Soda
was the
Lake.
last
I
one that I
spent
found was
forever
Soda
trying
Lake.
to find that one. I think that's the
Right.
one.
Was
Wait,
Soda Lake in the woods
Soda Lake was when with the bridge that
mhm.
connected Vanilla
And
Dome
you have to use
to,
Yoshi to go underneath the
yes,
goalpost
Okay.
and jump back up
right,
to go to another
yes,
goalpost.
and then it went down into the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
think
That
Soda Lake was the last one I found.
I got to imagine that was the last one a lot of people found. Not many people are gonna
Mm.
think you have to go underneath the goalpost to get somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, that game was
Yeah.
insane. Like in a good way.
Yes,
Right.
I kind of regret not
Because
putting it on my list
the
now.
like
Talking about it.
Same.
like
Same.
like
Right.
to, to to get to
Like
to
fuck.
beat the main game was fun, but then if you wanted to be the masochist, you went into all the bonus
You
worlds.
did the
Oh
Like,
Star
yeah,
World,
oh
and
god,
then you went into
Mhm.
the
tubular.
the bonus where all
tubular. Yeah, it's like
tubular, funky, gnarly. Yeah.
Tubular and
I got
The
stuck.
outrageous.
one I can remember playing the one where it was like the opening, like the main screen, like the
That was
start screen.
that was groovy. I think.
Yes. I remember getting to that and be like, "Oh my gosh, I finally got to this level," and thinking it was so cool, and
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
No, the ones
good
I
game.
remember. The ones I remember are tubular and outrageous. Well, the difficult
There was a
ones. I mean,
gnarly too, I think, and a funky.
oh no, there was gnarly, tubular. I'm trying to do them in order, but not in order. Gnarly, tubular, way cool, outrageous, funky. Fuck this. Three more.
Mm.
I don't remember either.
No, yeah, I'm
Makes you
gonna
feel
be
any
here a
better.
while if I try to think
I
about
used to
that.
know them all, but
Hi, Cecil. What do you have for
All
three?
right. My number 3 is a little game called Streets of Rage.
Ooh.
On top of being a phenomenally fun fighting game, the soundtrack in it is amazing. It's seriously one of the best like video game scores. It is so good, it's catchy. I hear it in my head right now. Um it's really fun. I've played it like and beaten it like a bazillion times. I've played it with Riker, I played it with Mary. I've soloed it with all 3
I,
different characters.
I want to point out that your taste in music is very suspect. Before
What?
you start, you play,
Dude, this
you send that Thanksgiving song to me every year.
but that's but I'm not saying that that's good. I'm sending that to you because it's terrible. Oh, it's
No,
Thanksgiving.
yes, no, I know the Streets of Rage soundtrack is phenomenal. I'm just giving you a
mashed
hard time.
Yeah, I
potatoes.
know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying I don't send that to you because it's good. You know, nobody listened to Rebecca Black's Friday because it was good. You know,
they
Right.
listen to Chinese food because it's good.
yes, yeah, you know that it's true.
With Julia.
Um, oh god, fucking
Julia.
Julia, you're
Yeah.
uncontrollable. What?
Wow.
Mary like gets upset when I put that on,
As she should.
as she certainly should.
What's what's the line Norton says when the Rolls Royce thing comes up? He says that they turned it into a fist. Like
Yes, from
o-
the champion
only
Noah Ross.
only jokes me and Cecil are gonna get.
Yes,
Because that was an O and
but
A thing.
Streets of Rage is amazing. And then what's really sad though is Streets of Rage 2 and 3 came out and they're not as good. They're
Oh,
good.
boo,
Two was the one
boo.
I played. I
Two.
didn't play one,
I'm
so
Two's
I'm not
Oh,
saying
boo
that they're
yourself.
bad. I'm just saying that they're
and
not like the first
then with
one is
3, they're like
so good.
3 was like, how can we change this? Let's throw an old man and a kangaroo in there.
Yeah, what a kangaroo. Was 2 the one that had was it Skates? The kid on the rollerblades?
He may have
Or was that 3?
that may have been 3
May have been 3.
I don't remember it.
because there was a
So
kangaroo, right?
There was a kangaroo. I think it was
Before
unlockable. I
pre
think.
Tekken
Yeah,
kangaroo video game.
pre-Tekken. You know, with the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think but yeah, and then Streets of Rage 4 came out not too long ago. But that was different, you know, completely different team and everything. But that was kind of fun. But it was different because you had like different areas you could go into and it was fun. But yeah, Streets of Rage is amazing.
All right, so Tracy's Moon. His number 3, which is a game I've never played. I've played a version of the game, but I've never played this particular one. Boomer Man. Okay.
Wait,
Boner
Boner
Man?
Man?
Boner Man?
Boomer Man.
Bomberman.
Bomberman 2.
Oh,
Okay, I love Bomberman.
Bomberman
Boner
2.
Man.
I love Boner Man.
Yeah, Boner Man.
I don't know about Boner Man.
Boner
He was in
Man.
the Sex Olympics.
Ah, he was in okay, that makes sense.
This is
I
the
love
game where
Bomberman.
this is the game where I fell in love with Bomberman. Never played the first one. It's one of the big reasons he got a TurboGrafx 16. So,
Hey.
Wonders a lot of people got a TurboGrafx.
I don't remember what
Fantastic.
got. I didn't buy the. My brother bought it. I don't know why he got it though. What one was the one that sold him?
Probably because of that Debuggers game.
Yes, that was it.
So
the game
good.
I've never heard of.
Oh, dude, so good. It came like towards the end of the TurboGrafx, so you know.
My brother
so
was.
like, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Completely
No,
interrupted
I was
you.
just gonna. No, it's fine. I was just gonna say, you know, that it like a lot. You know how like when games come at like the end of the life cycle of the system, and they're
Mhm.
like, but so they know how to code like upside down and backwards. So they were doing shit for the TurboGrafx that you couldn't do when the TurboGrafx first came out. So it's a really good game.
No, my brother was the type that pretty much needed to get the newest system. Like the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, everybody had that, and those were yesterday's news. The TurboGrafx 16 is what's going to be the future.
Yesterday's tomatoes.
He would have had a 3DO if it wasn't friggin' $900 when it came out.
Yeah.
And he would have been very
I
disappointed.
thankfully bought. I bought one, not when it was $900, but when it got the price cut. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have never played Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, and I wouldn't have been on the documentary.
Immortal
about it.
Desires.
Immortal Desires. I played the porn games on there, but never like at the time. I
That's
played
why
them
you get a
years.
3DO.
That's why you got a 3D.
That's why I got a
That's why you got a
3DO.
that's why you got a 3DO for the porn.
What was the fighting game on that? Not Tattooed Assassins.
Way of the Warrior.
That's it. Yeah, that's
Way
the one I
with
remember
the Rob
playing.
Zombie, with the Rob Zombie soundtrack.
Yes,
it was awesome.
I remember playing that game and then not wanting a 3DO afterwards.
Oh, boo!
Boo.
That game ripped off so many things. It was great.
All right, Bridget. What do you got?
My number 3 is SimCity.
SimCity.
Yes.
Which version?
Super Nintendo.
The Super
The
Nintendo version.
SNES. The SNES version, yes.
Wow, that's a great.
There was just so much about it that I loved. It seemed like an infinite number of maps you could choose from. I know there was probably only like what was it, like
1,000.
999 different ones, but like for
still-
that, that year, like that was impressive.
It was
I could never decide if I wanted to create my city on an island or something, because it feels like most of those were islands. But anyways,
not
the music was really nice. I liked the scenarios, which was kind of an added bonus where you could try to stop Bowser, from attacking
Yeah, instead
Tokyo
of
or whatever.
Godzilla, it was Bowser.
Yeah, he was like Godzilla.
The-
It was
the-
really fun.
the nuclear power plant explosion in,
But look,
in
I'm gonna
Boston
say
that you could cheese by starting the scenario, holding the L button so if time freezes and the plant doesn't blow up, demo them, let go of the L button, and then build them again, and you win.
Wow.
Oh man, okay. Well, all right. I will say this. The highest I ever got in population, I never could get to a megalopolis. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I feel like I tried everything. I tried to like maximize like all of the space and use it properly, and my city just never developed past I want to say 500,000 was like the Megalopolis, right? I don't
I
think I
think
ever
so.
got close. I think 250,000 was probably the highest I ever got to. I just couldn't get there. And I knew that if I got 500,000, you got like, was it like a Mario statue or something?
Yes.
And I just could never get there. I tried so hard.
You have to do very
But
specific things, and from what I understand, there's only a couple maps that actually allow you to get to that point.
Oh,
that sounds about right.
boo.
Yeah.
That
That's not.
sounds about
Yeah,
right.
that ain't fair.
But it was fun nonetheless. I enjoyed it.
Ah.
I
That was
still
my
think
first.
the sound that happens when you put down the amusement park is one of my favorite like sounds ever.
No, that's not it.
Yes.
Something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
Oh, it's the
that's the
stadium.
stadium you're thinking
Mm.
of.
Oh,
No,
where
the
they? Yeah, you
amusement park
drop it.
was
Yeah.
like the little like doo 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 doo. Yes, that was fun.
It is a very, very. The funny thing is, over the years, I played different iterations of SimCity, but I
Mhm.
always loved that. That was the first SimCity I ever played, and
Same.
it's still my personal favorite. Like I like the other ones, but I love that one.
Yeah. It had a charm to it.
It really did.
Mhm.
It worked really well with the controller too, which a lot of those games don't.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Try playing RPG Maker with a controller. That was not a fun
Oh
time.
Ugh,
no.
no.
I've tried that
Uh-uh.
before.
Mm.
I've tried that before.
Not a fun time.
It's not.
All right, Blaine, you are a floating face at the moment. But
Yeah, I know. I'll
that-
yeah,
you don't
there's
have to worry
somebody
about it.
ringing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not
Um,
Uh,
professionals here.
what do you got for number three?
so my number 3 is the Simpsons arcade game
Ooh,
from Konami, another side-scrolling beat 'em up. Um,
Mhm.
that one carries a lot
a
mainly
card game.
for, huh?
Sorry, I'm an
It's on
idiot.
the card game.
Our card game.
Everything gets a card game now.
That's true.
Right.
Peekaboo poker.
Um,
Poker.
but yeah,
Remember one.
so it was one of those arcade machines that was always around, and just I played the crap out of it. That was another one that I was like in the arcades I actually beat as a kid, like, and I was like, felt good to beat it. So, um, and yeah, honestly, I don't have too much more to say about it, just because like it kind of has a lot of the same feelings that I do about the Turtles in Time. It's just a solid side scrolling beat 'em up, and those were, when it comes to games from this year, there's quite a few good ones. So the only reason Streets of Rage was also a side scrolling, but it also had like the verses. It was like a versus mode in it too, wasn't it, Cecil?
In the first one, I don't think so.
think that
Oh,
might
that
have.
was just
I
straight
think
up
that might have
fighting it.
started in the second one.
Okay,
I think
gotcha.
that was the third one, maybe.
Really?
It may be in
Okay,
the second one.
I don't
but
recall it being in the second one, so I think it may be the
May have
third
been the
one.
third then. I recall it being in one
right,
of them. It's one of
eh,
those ones on the
right,
Genesis.
but but yeah, no, side scrolling and beat 'em ups are some of my favorites out there, and there's quite a few this year of 91 that I had an absolute blast with. So yeah, Simpsons arcade game.
All right. So my number
Solid.
two, it's only been mentioned as in a honorable mention so far. Nobody has actually put it on their list. That kind of disappoints me.
Oh,
But Sunset Riders.
Mm.
This
Hey, look, it's a Konami beat
a
'em up
Konami
game.
arcade game.
what?
Did they make
Yeah.
beat 'em
Okay.
ups? What?
Well,
What?
wait,
And
this one is more of a shoot 'em up.
this is a shoot 'em up, yes,
Right.
but it is. I get all the beat 'em ups really fun. There is seriously nothing better than getting four people to play this game and shooting cowboys and Indians and all kinds of different wonderful people. I'd never beat it in the arcade. I had to beat it on the Super Nintendo when it came out. I'm trying to remember where I got on the arcade. I think I got to the Indian level with Chief Wigwam or Scalpum, whatever his name was.
It's scalp him
Right.
because me and Kanan beat it the other day, and it's like, ooh,
Okay.
this would not go over well.
Yeah, you're like, it's a
Would not
product of
float.
its time. It's a product of its time.
Yes. But seriously, the Super Nintendo one is good. It's not as good because it does lack that 4-player freaking just chaotic mess that it can be. But man, oh man, when you get 4 players playing that game, there is seriously, I don't think there is a better arcade game out there. Even more so than the 6-player cabinet X-Men game. This is just, I can't really talk this one up enough. Almost made my number one. I just want to point out. I didn't put it at number one is because I do have more exposure to the home version of this game, but
Hey, Orgo, wouldn't Sunset Riders get 4 points since it's second?
you're right, it would.
Yeah. You don't want to short it any points. It might end up
Yeah,
being one of
cheat.
the finals.
I don't think it's gonna make it to the top 5 overall, though. I don't see anybody else throwing that on there. Although I've been
So-
surprised before, so
So this one's my surprising pick. At number 2,
Sex
Super
Olympics.
Castlevania 4.
Oh. Oh! Number
He
2.
betrayed his own
But
favorite
number
franchise.
two.
Number 2. I know that was gonna be like what you figured it was gonna be. No.
That's all right. You already know what my number 1 is going to be. So
Yeah. So I won't go too in depth. I think this one perfected everything from 1 and 3. And just, yes, it's basically a remake, but there's the fresh coat of paint they put on it. It's just phenomenal. Like, I think when we did our Castlevania ranking videos, this was one of the first Super Nintendo games, and it's one of the still best looking Super Nintendo games.
I think we said it was I think we said it was number 2 overall with the all the games. It was between this Symphony and Order of Ecclesia, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But the fact that, like, this was first release Super Nintendo games, and it held up better than a lot of last release Super Nintendo
Yeah.
games on how it looked.
It's still fun.
It's
Yeah,
still fun.
They God, I'm just like looking through pictures again of it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is a pretty fucking game. Like it's just pretty.
It's fucking Castlevania, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. The music's great. All the
Mhm.
levels are different in their own way. The rotating room, the swinging on the essentially chandelier looking things,
They're chandeliers.
phenomenal.
All right, Cecil.
The rotating room blew my fucking mind back then. Like it was just, oh, video games can do that.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool.
Is this blast
So
processing?
yeah, is this blast processing? So what are we on we're on number 2?
E.
Yes. Also Castlevania 4. Incredible game. Everything that Patrick said. It's so good. It's fun. It's more accessible than some of the other ones. So I mean, it's not easy, but it's not as hard as the other ones were. I felt
Mhm.
like it gave you more of a fighting chance. The bosses are great. The rooms, like the design, like every level is an experience. Like it's so good. It deserves all the praise that it gets.
And it gets a lot.
And it gets a lot. It deserves it.
I'm staying
It's
quiet for
earned.
now.
It earned its bragging rights.
Mhm.
It certainly did.
All right, so Moon's number 2, which I have a funny feeling is going to be somebody else's, either 2 or 1 as well. 'Cause I actually completely forgot this came out in 91. Road Rash.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that came out in 91. I don't think it would have, I still don't think it would have made my top list, but god damn, that is a good game.
Just beating people with a steel pipe on a
Yes.
motorcycle.
Why not?
Awesome.
At least they have
It's like, what
helmets
else
on,
is
so
there
it's
to
safe.
it?
It's
That's
okay.
it. It's great.
Now-
So good that Final Fantasy VII lifted it and basically
Yeah, made it a
What
mini
completely
game.
What
completely stole it.
version? Which
Mhm.
version of Road Rash though?
Got to be the Genesis one, right?
Was the Genesis one? Okay, because I mean there was a one on the 3DO that was phenomenal. It had a soundtrack by
Mhm.
Soundgarden. Back when like they probably got them for like no money because nobody knew who
Right.
Soundgarden was back then. But and I think it was kind of like the Bruce Willis Armageddon game that got System of a Down because nobody knew who they were. They paid him like nothing. But yeah,
Crown Nose is a hilarious game.
the 3DO is amazing. The 3DO version of Road Rash is amazing. It's the best version.
I played it on the Genesis, so I can't say about the 3DO version. I got to imagine the 3DO version based on the fact that it's a more powerful system and CD based,
Right.
Mhm.
and it's going to be
You got
better.
more riders. There was better draw distance. You upgraded your motorcycle. It had FMV cutscenes. It had like actual rock
frame rate?
music.
Oh,
Good. I think the frame rate was probably a good 30.
yeah, it was not that on the Genesis.
No.
Yeah.
it's, you
So
know,
the Road Rash on the 3DO actually was from '94.
It was 94.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds about
Uh-huh.
right then.
It's really good.
All right, gamer. Brigitte, what do you
Super
get for
Mario
number two?
World.
Super Mario World.
You bet. I remember not getting the Super Nintendo.
Marion World.
My family. Oh
I'm-
yeah,
I'm
Super
typing
Marion
well.
World.
I am
Marlon
typing
Wayne's
well.
World?
Ooh, Super Marlin World.
Marlin World.
Marlon Wayans makes a cameo in it. Anyways, um, I was one of those kids who lived with a really poor family, and so we didn't get our Super Nintendo until like 1993. But my dad would rent it sometimes with Super Mario World, and gosh, that game was just so much fun. So many possibilities. Of course, it was the game that introduced me to Yoshi, and
Waffles.
I've loved Yoshi ever since then. And just a great game. The Koopa Kids were in it. They changed the names
So,
of the Koopa Kids from Super Mario Brothers 3 to Super Mario World, which I thought was interesting.
did they?
But they
Yeah.
did. They did. Yeah. The original Koopa Kids, uh, for the cartoon, because I also really loved the Super Mario Brothers 3 cartoon. They had different names, and then when World came out, of course, games back then came with an instruction manual that had all
Mhm.
this wonderful art and stuff in it, and they had all of the names of the Koopa Kids, and I'm like, wait, what? That's his name? No, that's not his name. Like, I think Morton.
No,
Yeah.
put that
was
phone book away.
right. Morton was Big Mouth in Super Mario Brothers 3, and Wendy was Cootie Pie,
the chick.
Cootie.
and Ludwig was like what was his name? It started
Dave-
with a V.
Dave Beef Oven.
Anyways, so they changed all the names of the Koopa Kids. I thought that was kind of weird but cool, and I loved that game. It was a great game, and the music was fun.
Yee. Super Mario World was a very good game. Again, I regret not throwing it onto my list.
Why don't you remove Final Fantasy
I-
4 and put it
I
on there?
could actually. That's a very
I actually, honestly, I would. I didn't know that was a 91. If I did, I would have put that in place of Out of This World.
It was a late 91, but it was like August 91. It was
Yeah,
one of the launch titles.
It was launched. It was so freaking good. Like I still will play it from time to time.
Yeah, same.
All right, Blaine.
Okie doke. So, all right, my number 2 is Final Fantasy IV.
At least it's number
It
2.
is.
At least.
Yeah, at least it's number 2.
Yeah.
Way to go, Blaine. I approve.
Yay. No, it's
How dare we
yeah,
have
just-
opinions?
Right.
We can have
Oh,
opinions,
dang.
but yours are
You can have an opinion
wrong.
about anything except that game being number 5. I'm sorry.
But no, it's just I mean, granted, I had less memories of it from when I was younger, but I ended up going back to it over the years. And just yeah, just even though I played it after I had already played like 7 or even 8, like in terms of actually like going through all of it. Even when I tried it, when I was even younger, it was just it was kind of like overwhelming at the time when I was like a wee child, because I mean, again, 87 kid here, so y- you know I think maybe I played it at a friend's house a
Hold on.
little bit and was just like, I've got
Hold,
no
hold on.
idea. What's up?
87. I just need to turn into dust and blow away in the wind now.
Oh yeah.
Youngin.
Let me just remind you of your mortality even more. So anyway, it's just still like it's one of those things that kind of led me to, you know, be interested in like other things later on. It's just like hugely influential. And then of course you go back and you play through it and you're like, yeah, sure, it's not, as a Final Fantasy fan that really got into it, like, you know, when 7 and 8 were big. Um Even going back to it, it's like, oh no, there's still like so many fundamentals and implements in this that reciprocate throughout the entire franchise. Well, I shouldn't say entire. Certain things start to taper off, but still, like, um yeah, like, it's just a phenomenal game. Just fantastic. So yeah.
I mean, believe me, more people are going to be saying a lot more about that and coming up in
Yep.
very
I'm
soon.
sure that's why I was
Yep.
like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of taper myself off a little bit.
But
I don't know if we have
We'll
enough time for me to talk about it.
You know, there's going to be a very funny reference I'm going to make when
she,
somebody's going off on this game. So
she's just telling us the story word for word.
I've already got like the
She's
5,000
rearing
word
up.
essay in my brain here. So
You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead. We know it is.
yeah, you might as well just put down Cecil's
Hmm.
and Gamers as Final Fantasy IV.
You're
You
not
never
wrong.
know.
I mean, no, you never know.
oh, absolutely. It's not only is it my favorite game of 1991, but it is my favorite game of all time. To me, there is no better game. It has everything. That's right, Cecil. It has
Mhm.
everything a game should have. The story is beautiful. The very beginning with
Told
the
you.
okay, shut up, you.
Here, wait, time out before you go on this rant. I remember when I was going on my Resident Evil 2 rant, and I just got this like,
Well, you get to look at me like that now. Open scene, Red Wings flying through the sky, music playing, Cecil wondering if what he's doing is right. Um,
No.
they go to Mysidia, all this stuff happens. They go back. Yeah, okay. Anyways,
no,
I'll fast a little bit.
no, it's not right, Cecil.
The character development is
Just let her
amazing.
cook.
Yes, the character development is amazing. Um, it's almost in the very beginning like a soap opera almost when Rosa visits Cecil in the room and oh my gosh, it's so nice. The music is beautiful. The battling is great. The monsters are fun. Oh my gosh, the four fiends, Golbez, the Calbrenna dolls. Um,
Fuck them
It's,
dolls.
oh my gosh, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
it's
Dr. Luge.
times like this. I wish I had a soundboard so I could start playing the Oscar theme.
You're gonna play her off.
Edge's side story with his mom and dad is really heartbreaking, but it's
What
beautiful.
about Edwards though?
Kane Cain is one of the most complex characters, kind of goes from good to good, back to evil. He kind of goes back and forth. Um,
And he doesn't have a happy. He doesn't have a happy ending at the end of it. He just leaves everything alone.
I
Yeah.
would have had him commit suicide if it had been me. I think it would have meant more to the story, personally. But anyways, I have all these things of how it should
They're
have
like, we're
ended, but
not going too dark.
well, I'm just
Suicide in a
saying.
Nintendo game.
Seriously, I thought it would have been a really great ending for him. Like he struggled
The
so
first
much
rated M
with
game.
himself and but
I
anyways, the final battle was really fun. Um, oh my gosh, it was just such a good game. I loved was it the first time we saw summons in a Final Fantasy game?
in
No, I think
America,
there were.
yes. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
In
that
I
there was
America, yes. Okay.
think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think there was
I
a
think
summoner
actually
class in 3.
in 3,
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but
but
nobody played 3.
three
I
Nobody
was
didn't
gonna say
make
I
played
it to
played
3.
the
3 way
U.S.
later on.
until
No.
way later.
right, right,
So it was the first time we had a summoner. Was the first time we had summons
Hmm.
in the U.S. game.
right,
Right.
right. And that was so much fun. And I
Mm.
loved going to the land of summon monsters and battling Azura and Leviathan and oh my gosh, the side quests were great. The Sylvan Cave.
If
Um oh god, Laylee Ho. Laylee Ho.
if the game actually had
My
suicide,
password,
imagine
Oh
I'm gonna
my
go ahead and
God!
say it. It's not for everything, but most of my computer passwords are Laylee Ho is my
Phonics
password.
630.
Oh. And it's just such a good game. So many good memories.
Imagine the reaction of the parents knowing about it.
If there would
Speaking
have been
of the
suicide.
suicide thing, though, I still remember. I've talked about Final Fantasy 13 on the last stream. I still remember with that game, like the cop out, because it got to that pivotal point. I'm not gonna. I might as well spoil it since it's a fucking 20-year-old
The
game at this
91
point.
game.
I'm
No,
talking about Final
he's
Fantasy.
talking about 13.
Oh.
There's a point in Final Fantasy 13 where a character basically puts a gun to his head, and you hear the shot, and everything goes to black, and I'm like, oh, what a fucking twist! And then they go and cock block you, and it's like, oh no, he missed. He didn't actually shoot himself. And oh, damn.
Well, uh,
It's like
do you
that would have
remember?
come out of no. It would have been so good, and then they fucking cop out.
Do
Well,
you
see, the
remember
last time you see
Cybernator?
Kane. Go ahead, Cecil.
No, I was just gonna say, do you you remember Cybernator? You
I can
get to the
safely say
final.
no.
Oh, Cybernator is so good. Cybernator was a side-scrolling mech combat game. But that one, you're going to get the boss. You're getting to the end boss. You get to the end boss. You get to the end boss and he kills himself. Like
Wow.
he like in the Japanese version, he slits his and I'm like, but in the American version, they copped out and he doesn't kill himself.
Nah.
But in the Japanese version, it's like, what?
The screen just freezes and it goes, I have to go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, my planet.
And the sprite just lifts up off the screen.
Like in Poochie return. The boss died on the way back to his home planet.
Poochie's dead.
We have a sworn signed affidavit that he's never going to come back ever.
Yeah,
Anyways, at the end of
it's a good
4,
game too. I
Kane
recommend
is
it.
on top of what looks like Mount Ordeals at the end. It's the last time you see him at the end of the game. He could have just jumped. He caused so
Mhm.
much pain to other characters, and there was so much inner turmoil.
He
I just think
didn't
that would have been
though,
a
because
great
he's in the
way.
sequel.
He's in the sequel because he does
I know it.
because he does the redemption thing in the same cave.
I know, but I used to think these things before there was a sequel. There was no after years at this time, so
Yeah, there wasn't an after years for like 20
a
years or
long
something.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, all right,
Now-
rant over.
well,
It's
now-
the greatest
now-
game ever made.
Now Cecil can go on his rant.
Yes, go.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, here, I'll show this again. Yes. It is a game that I adore. I love.
Yay.
It has my namesake in it. It's so freaking good. I've played it front to back a bunch of times, which I never do with a role-playing game. Everything that Bridget said, the music is beautiful, the story is beautiful. It's perfectly paced. There's very. I mean, there's grinding, but like, I mean, that's a role playing game, but not. I mean, but combat is fun. So even though
Mhm.
you are grinding, it's not like unfun grinding. Like some games, you're just like you get into a loop. But this it's so good. The story takes you to the moon for frick's
Yes.
sake. Yeah,
And
I
under the
mean
ground.
underground. Like I
Yes.
remember playing
The
it
oceans, the
and
desert,
when you
the
go
waters.
underground, I was like, "Oh, this is leading to the end of the game." And then I'm like, "Oh,"
Right.
and then I played for another like 40 hours. I'm like, "Oh, we're nowhere near the end of the game." Like this is
Yes.
incredible because it was one of the first um it wasn't the first role-playing game I ever played, but it was the first like, JRPG role-playing game. So I was, "Oh my god," and I was like, "If they're like this is gonna be incredible." And so, I went and that led me to getting, to playing other games, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana, all those kinds of games. And just really it brought out my love of JRPGs specifically. Like I like role playing games a lot, but I love JRPGs. And this game is by far one of, if not the like high watermark, the best, the absolute like S tier. It's the best Final Fantasy game they've ever made. And I enjoy a lot of them. And I know everybody will, go nuts over 6. And 6 is very good, but 4 it's a combination of it was my first and because it did everything so well that other iterations had taken from, the other iterations wouldn't be as good as they are if not for the things that they did with 4. So 4's and well 2, I guess if you really want to get super technical, but 2/4, it's incredible. It's one of the best games ever made, and it is by far the best game of 1991.
Agreed.
Oh, are we done?
You know
I think
what
it was
part I
that
really,
bad.
really liked that I just thought about? So when you're on Mount Ordeals and you
Mm,
have to fight your past self,
mhm.
I probably
Mm.
spent a couple of hours on that because I didn't realize that what you had to do was just sit there and do nothing.
Right.
There's also another
That
funny.
was neat. That was interesting.
She was
Mhm.
here the first time I played it, and you're fighting undead, and I go in and select cure and attack. She's
I
like,
never knew
"Why
that.
the hell are you
Yeah.
curing the
I
zombies?"
never knew
And
that.
they just died.
Mhm.
She's like,
Yeah.
"I
I
didn't
I
know
What?
that."
actually had never known
She's
that.
That's a
like,
D&D
"You
tactic.
stupid! You're gonna heal
No.
them." I'm like, "No, I'm not. Just watch."
Mm, mhm.
I had never known that.
But that's the beauty of it. Little things like that in there that they put in there. But that was a D&D tactic.
One to be
But
born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark, arises high up in the sky to the still land. Veiling the moon with the light of eternity, it brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy.
I still like your
And then another
I
thing when
still
I was
like you,
playing it,
Spoony Bard, better.
you spoony bard.
It's a pretty poem.
and then another part where it's supposed to be this super emotional scene where Edge's parents are like turned into monsters. And like you don't have to fight them, and I'm just sitting there. She's like, "Just fight him. It gets through the thing faster." I'm like, "These are his parents. I'm not gonna have him kill his own parents." She's like, "Just
It's
kill
gonna
him.
make this
It
even
makes it
more
go
dark.
faster."
I was desensitized to that all that by
I'm
then.
like,
Speed run
"This is a."
tactics.
I'm like, "These are his parents. I'm not gonna just kill them." And it's got the super sad music playing. She's like, "Ah, just attack him."
That-
And then like probably like yes, the Calburna dolls is the fight that people always go to.
it's
I think
one of them
I think the four fiends in a row is
in the Giant of Babel. That's my
it
Mm.
favorite
it,
part of the
it
game.
is like the epic battle in it because one
Yeah.
that is an awesome theme
Mhm.
and it's four bosses in a row essentially.
Hmm.
It was one of the first boss rushes, I think.
Oh,
It's well
in an
that
RPG,
but
yeah.
like the problem with the
Well,
Calburna
that sounds
dolls is you do that fight and immediately go into the Golbez and Dark Dragon where it's like fuck this shit
Mm.
because you're just waiting like come on Rydia just show up because you're my only hope of winning this fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she shows up with like 300 HP.
Don't hit her, please don't. Or you have Kane launched up in there. Dude, don't land. Don't land. I need you up
Right.
there in case something
Right.
wipes out
Yes,
Because
stay
everybody.
up
otherwise
there.
Shadow eats them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that boss is a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Th-
Golbez waits until Caesar gets to the ground to use Binding Cold.
Mm.
Oh, good.
think-
Everybody's frozen now.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I wanna
Rasta
grab
Jew,
something.
thank you for the follow.
Anyways, okay, someone else can talk now. What an
Okay.
amazing game.
So I guess I'll go to my number one.
Sure.
Y'all will never guess this.
Is it a Mega Man game?
Oh,
Bubble Bath Babes.
I don't know.
No, but
Olympics.
no,
Sex
but
Olympics.
no, but the Mega Man game was
Sexcapades.
number 3 until I found out it came out in '92. So, oh,
Sweeper.
Sweeper, Castlevania 4.
Sweeper.
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 It's a sweeper Castlevania
No.
4.
It's an obscure game about the
s-
butler that
That's
lives
the
in the
Swedish
castle.
version.
You're right. It's just-
No, this game that Patrick touched on it a bit earlier, but oh my god, this was a friggin'
Oh, I
The-
love it,
the-
Cecil.
there-
Oh, let me go get some
The
of mine.
end battle.
There's the one that's.
okay, good. We'll go back to Final Fantasy 4 then.
I didn't even pour out Resident Evil 2 this, by the way. I didn't whore it out this much.
No, I know you didn't. And I knew as soon as we picked 91 and I saw this game, I was like, well, we ain't getting a word in edgewise.
No.
Once it comes up. Well, the 2 of them are gone, so I'll probably talk about Castlevania 4 real quick.
Oh God.
Hold on a second.
No.
on a second.
Uh,
I got my Cecil action figure. Yes.
Fortunately, the
Redeemed
video's
Paladin
screwing up.
Cecil?
For you, Patrick, I'll whore out some Resident Evil.
Yes. Hold on. Can anybody
Yep.
see that?
Your video
Ah,
froze.
yes.
yeah.
You ain't
because
showing
there's so
shit
much
right
crap getting thrown on the screen.
The game is too cool. Here's my advanced version.
Hold on, because did you unplug my phone?
No. Wait, maybe. No, I didn't. It just fell. Okay. My micro Game Boy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the Game Boy Micro 4 edition.
Yeah.
First world
My
internet.
original
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the Famicom version.
Oh, wow.
My
The-
Wonder
The
Swan.
Wonder
color,
Swan
The Wonder Swan.
My PlayStation one,
Japanese.
Japanese.
Oh, wow.
My DS re-release.
Nice.
Another one.
My Game Boy Advance.
Another one.
Another one.
Anyway,
Another
the-
one.
the-
Sorry.
Like
They released it a few times.
they
it
did.
either 4 or the first Final Fantasy is the most like remade, reissued one, I believe.
Yeah.
It should be the most remade and reissued one. It's the best
Well,
game of all
it
time.
probably, I think 4's redone more than the first one, I believe,
I think you're right.
or it's really close. And she gets on me for having all the releases of Skyrim, but like, okay.
When did Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
I don't.
When did Final Fantasy 8 come out? That way that can be our next one. Next year.
99.
99. Okay, cool. 99 will be the next year. Now Patrick can have a friggin' 20-minute conversation about Final Fantasy.
No. Just find out whatever your Mass Effect 2 came out, and we'll do
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I told Cecil he's picking the next year, and he told me he's picking 1843. So
1843.
That's
Oregon
COD,
Trail.
game.
Oregon
Yeah, the actual Oregon Trail.
Trail.
Yeah.
he
The
cho-
actual Oregon
Not the-
Trail.
he chose it because that was the year he was born. So
Aw,
Damn.
I'm kicking you in the nuts in 2 weeks.
Super
3 weeks.
sticking.
Knuckle
Knuckle
bones
bones.
too.
Super stick
Uh,
and bat.
I
That's fantastic.
I don't honestly. I'll have to look. I'm not sure what I might go like a little more modern. Um.
Ah, fuck! I don't play those
Uh.
games.
Well, I'm
Me
saying.
neither.
Well,
Well,
wait, time out. Cecil's modern could be just like mid 2000s.
You know what?
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
Okay.
thinking Xbox
Like
360.
Okay.
Xbox 360-ish era.
I can do
Right.
that.
I'm not going like when I say modern, I don't mean like because now it like we had like modern what to me was like the 2000s. We're at shit now. So so we're not going to be doing shit. We're going to be
Well,
doing
what's
modern.
funny is if we did modern, it's basically just remasters of the games from the mid
Right.
2000s.
It'll be like it'll be the same list. It'll just be the
Eh,
remastered version.
Rasta Jewish throwing out some games that I didn't even think of. You got Civilization.
I didn't play
yeah.
Civ until like years later.
Scorched Earth. I don't even know that one.
Scorched Earth. I think that was a
Neither do I.
DOS game.
Ah,
Mm.
Chuck Yeager's Air
Oh,
Combat.
Air
Wordtris.
Combat.
Oh my god. Okay,
Wordtris.
Wordtris is so hard.
Dangerous
What's that
Dave
like?
and the
I think
Haunted
there's
Like
Mansion.
Tetris, but with words? I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. It's falling letters. They had a Super Nintendo version that
Mhm.
came out in the 90s, and it was pretty much, and I'm not sure if the PC game is the same, but I would imagine it probably is, but
Probably.
it was letters that were falling instead of blocks, and you had to make words with them.
Hmm.
Mm.
And you can make the words vertically or horizontally,
Mhm.
and it was great up until you got to about like the 6th or 7th level, and then the letters just start falling at a ridiculous speed.
It was
And
too
it's like,
fast.
I don't care how good you are with words. It's just there's just no way. You get
Mhm.
lucky. You luck into these random words you've never heard of before, and
Mm.
but
You're like, wait
yeah,
a minute, that was a word?
yeah, exactly.
Honorable mention: Mega Traveler 2: Quest of the Ancients, or Quest for the Ancients. Rasidu's throwing
I
out
would have.
some games I never even heard of.
I'll throw a couple more out. Spaceship Warlock. That was a DOS game. That was a like an adventure space game that was really cool. Duke Nukem. The OG
Right.
Duke
I was gonna
Nukem
say the
came out.
OG
Side
one though.
scroller,
I never played the OG one.
the side scroller.
Mm. Heavy Nova. That was a mech Street Fighter essentially. That was really fun.
Mhm.
And a game that I love and hate at the same time. It's not a good game. It's one of the worst games ever made, but I played
Oh.
it a million times. Total Recall.
Oh, the
Total
shooty
Recall.
midgets.
Oh,
You gotta shoot the midget exactly. You shoot
I
the
remember
midgets that
that
come up and
one.
God, I
oh, it
remember
gave
when
me
you played that on stream.
so fucking hard.
I all these DOS games. I had a DOS game I really wanted to throw on here, but I couldn't justify it. Degeneration.
Yeah,
Such a
Degeneration.
great.
That's on the Switch.
It is on the Switch now too. Yes, it's
It's
such a
fun.
great
It's
game. But
really
I played
fun.
it. I played it way back in the day when it was on the fucking
Mhm.
on the DOS, and the story is great. The freaking puzzles are really fun, but I couldn't find a way to put it on there. Not with all this fucking competition. Anyways, Castlevania 4.
Castle
Uh
was what your number one?
there
Oh yeah,
there
sorry.
there are game I'm gonna freaking actually I can't gush more than what has already happened.
Mm.
But there are games that are life-changing games. And I would say Castlevania 4 for me was a life-changing game. Because that jump from NES to Super Nintendo with the graphics, like as soon as you hit start, you get the bat that comes up from the title screen. You go into the game, you see an updated version of Simon with the whip staring at the castle, and then you're immediately thrown into the game when you see the skull rock in the background and everything. And as you cross the drawbridge, you hit first skeleton, and it explodes, and I explode in my pants.
Sex Olympics.
That's okay. I did that
Yes,
earlier
the
with
Sex
my game.
Olympics.
But I
Let's all
remember
explode in our pants.
I remember that, like getting to that point with the skeleton, and my mother called her mother up on the phone and was like, "You aren't gonna believe what just happened in this game."
Mm.
Like even my mother, who probably was late 30s, early 40s at the time, was just stunned by Castlevania 4. I mean, she didn't play it because she was 40 years old and video games were still kid stuff, but she might have been younger than that, but oh goodness gracious. And then the rest of the game, which I don't really need to go into because we've spent a large majority of another stream talking
Go
about
back
it.
and watch our
Yes.
Castlevania video.
Right.
But it is it's just divine. I I really contemplated putting it 2 and putting Sunset Riders at number 1 though. I did, but I couldn't do that to Castlevania 5. It's so good. I'm gonna go play it again before I go to bed tonight. I could beat it in under.
So
I could probably beat it in under not under an hour, but I can beat it quickly.
What, Castlevania 4?
No, myself. Um,
Oh, well, you can beat it in under 30 seconds.
hold on, we'll be back in like a minute.
no, yeah, Castlevania 4.
So
I probably could get that. Anyways, I'll move on.
so my number one, you have to look at this from a person of my age and this time frame. It's a Konami beat 'em up. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
The pinnacle of
Oh yeah.
beat 'em up games.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any one that is better than that. As much as I love the X-Men the arcade game, the Turtles game is far superior to it. The
Yeah.
music. Granted, the arcade one and the Super Nintendo one are different. There's different bosses, added
I would
levels.
I would say the Super Nintendo version is the better version, really.
It
Same.
is, but without the arcade, there's nothing to
Mhm.
stand on. The arcade
Oh, well, that's true, yeah.
kind of factor in 4 players.
Hmm.
It has probably one of my favorite levels of any game, the Buried My Shell at Wounded Knee level. The music on that level, it's
Love that.
like, I don't know, I just have a thing with train levels because there's the train level in this, there's the train level in Sunset Riders,
I was gonna say.
and Ninja Gaiden 2, second level, train level. I
Fucking
just love it. It gives you that sense of urgency because you're on a moving train. You see all the stuff happening in the background.
Yeah.
And just the music in that level, phenomenal. It and now there's kind of a sentimental value to it because Kanan has started playing that game every single day, and it's
Every day.
every day.
Every day one of us has to play with them.
Daddy, play Turtles with me. Okay. And then he's like designates who I have to be. I'm like, nah, buddy, I'm Michelangelo. I'm not playing anybody else.
I'm
Sorry, Chief.
curious. I'm curious. What got knocked off the list for you to put that on there? Because I remember you panicking when Blaine brought that game up. So I got to imagine that's
No.
No,
No,
he had that one on his list.
Oh,
It
he
was
did.
Super Mario World that he didn't
Super
have.
Mario World because as many
oh
times as I look through the list of games, I don't know, I guess like going through so many, like my eyes just
This
skipped
is-
over that
this
one.
is here's why, because I looked it up myself just to confirm it. 1990 in Japan, 92 in Europe. It was only released
Yeah.
in North America in 91. So
So
Right.
so like, and when because I saw Bridget, so I'm like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, fuck, I've got to change something."
because I probably would have done something.
What originally had the 3 spot was Street Fighter 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I took
Mm.
Street Fighter 2. I'd probably replace Spider-Man
I was gonna
versus
say you took
Kingpin
the
with
whole
Street
thing
Fighter 2.
off.
Yeah.
I
I didn't I
He
skipped.
secretly wishes he could have taken Final Fantasy 4 off.
I was
the
gonna say
list
we
and
could
put
just
Street
move
Fighter
everything
2 in place.
down.
No. No. No, I'll keep it like that.
He's like, "I'm so goddamn tired of this lady talking about that game all the
But
time."
but but Turtles in Time, it's the personified greatest beat 'em up, hands down.
You know what's funny?
And look, and I'll just say this, just looking at everybody's list, Konami ran the tables in '91.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
It's safe to say.
Yep.
It's safe
Konami
to say.
fucking killed back then.
And
Yes.
then at some point, Konami just killed itself with,
Yes.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Which
it
is
was
look
a
at all the
shame.
franchises you had, Konami,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
and
was
you
it was
fucked
the
it up.
How do
it
you
was
mess that up?
Now it
it was
and I
the
think it's like now they're finally trying to like get back in since the pachinko business is shit for them now. So they're
Mhm.
like, oh, we gotta get back to video games.
They're like, well, what are we gonna do? We remaster all of the things.
Everything. Just
Remaster, Metal Gear
everything's
Solid
getting
3.
remade. Yeah. MGS3, Silent Hill 2, and we'll make a whole bunch of Silent Hill games as well.
Oh yeah, we
And
got like 5
I'm gonna
Silent Hills on the way or something.
Right.
I'm
and-
gonna be
I
I'm
mean, I'm
although Silent Hill
interested.
F looks pretty good.
It
That one's
does
looking
look
pretty
pretty
good.
good. I'm genuinely curious. I mean,
Same.
but they definitely they kind of at least seem to have their heart in the right place. You know.
Yeah,
They're-
well,
they're
they went
giving
They
through the
got
everybody what they
leadership.
sidetracked for
want.
about,
It
like,
was
10
another
years.
leadership change thing.
Hmm.
They lost
Yeah.
their way.
It's you know 9 times. I know for Konami it was a lot about they
Mhm.
switched CEOs or something like that, and again pachinko business is nowhere near you
Mhm.
know COVID tanked that a good chunk. So yeah,
Big
so
time.
they're like, oh, new business, and the
Spe-
guy's like, let's just go back to what all this shit this IP we're sitting on and do something better with it.
They're like
Well,
literally sitting on like a gold mine of
they really are.
franchises. Yeah.
Yeah.
speaking of Konami, I will be blind running Metal Gear Solid in my next
Ooh, that sounds
stream
fun.
project.
Nice.
When are you
Oh
doing
yeah.
that?
I'm gonna try to start tomorrow, but I got a lot
You know
of
what?
I
You know
got a
what'll
lot of
make it
shit to
even more
do.
interesting? Start smoking as you're doing it, so you'll develop the Solid Snake voice.
No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to put another cigarette in my mouth. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's
Not,
been
not
10
my
years
idea of
for
a
me
good
now,
time.
so
You gotta commit to the game, man. Start smoking.
I
Right.
stopped at 17, so I
Smoke.
stopped before I could
ooh.
really get addicted. So
Yeah, good
So is-
good on
Good for
you.
you.
probably
Good for
easier
you.
for
made a
me to kick
mistake and
kick for than other
Yeah.
people. Okay, Moon's number one.
Oh
And
yeah,
we-
what was Tracy's?
What it has been mentioned already.
Oh,
It's Streets of Rage.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So,
Rage got the
guess
top
who
spot.
doesn't have Final Fantasy IV on his list?
He's dead to me.
Wait, and didn't she say like, "Oh,
He's-
we like all the same
We
games"?
do. How could this be?
That's what I thought
jinxed
was so
it.
funny.
It was
Tracy,
jinxed.
how dare you?
She said
How
that.
dare you, Tracy?
She said that. I was just looking at the
Betrayed.
list, like laughing to myself. It's like, ha ha ha. This
No
is gonna be
wonder
funny.
he didn't show up tonight. He didn't want to
He
face
knew.
me.
He knew.
Ah,
Right.
He had to pick somebody up at the airport.
I should just send
So-
him a message. The nerve of you.
By all means.
How could you?
But he pretty much
He's
said
Moon.
everything Cecil said. So
Ah,
classic beat 'em up that never got old. When he was living in the
Oh
back.
wait, I'm out.
It's fun.
Before Blaine goes, depending on what Blaine picks, this will be the funniest reaction
Oh, I
of
know.
all
Believe
time.
me, I can't contain
Oh my
myself.
God.
But real quick, he talked about how he was playing this in the barracks with one of his
Barracks
yeah.
mates.
yes, I'm
buddies.
Somebody in his
drawing a
platoon.
blank. One of his soldier buddies.
the trenches.
The
So
trenches.
yeah, I would assume that has a lot of sentimental value with him. So
Oh yeah.
not only that, I would imagine that version is a good game since 2 is a good game. So
Right.
All right, Blaine. You had control last time too, and you completely threw a curveball.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what this does. So, My number one game of '91 is Street Fighter 2.
All right.
Oh,
It
Oh,
is.
yeah, you
I thought it was
ruined
gonna be
everything.
Castlevania. Just
You thought no. Ah. And that's the thing. It's one of those where Castlevania games have always been, like I've always kind of been an outside looking in for most of Castlevania. Um, like other than Symphony of the Night that I played a bunch of, but yeah. So, but it's not without a want. It's more just not the right place or time that's ever really been necessarily. But yeah. So mine is Street Fighter 2. Mainly, it's that game that started it all for me in terms of my deep like love for fighting games. Like how much like even when I fall out of playing them, I still watch it a lot. Like fighting games are basically like my sport. I will watch tournaments, here and there, whatever. And this is what, kicked it off. And just like, when I was young, super frustrated with like knowing moves or anything, and then, eventually getting, figuring out and finding certain things. And then, it was because I remember, between that and Mortal Kombat, it was, more MK really wasn't super like combo heavy until like
Three,
three, I think. Yeah,
three.
three is when they really started going wow, 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 started doing juggles and all that stuff. Other than that, with MK, it was a lot of poking, and Street Fighter had combos.
Mhm.
And that was the thing where it was like, even as a small child, I'd be just going like, button mashing because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I
It
still
was all of
loved it.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, figuring it all out and putting all those pieces together, and and like I said, it's a love. It's a genre, something that started a genre love for me that, still goes, well here into my 30s. So it's just yeah, a fantastic game. And obviously, there's some people that are like, well, what about Street Fighter 1? That started it all. It's
no,
like, oh, Street Fighter 1's
no,
We don't
hot
talk about Street
No.
dog
Fighter 1.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really, and of course also the funniest part is the fact that the whole combo system wasn't designed like that by intent. It was effectively a bug that they were like, oh, and capitalized on. So it was just, yeah, like something so small like that, branched off into becoming a definitive trait of the entire genre. So so yeah, yeah.
Who
Street
is
Fighter
your
2.
voice?
So it was, I was also usually a swap between either Ryu or Ken, one of the two. It usually depended on like who I was fighting. Sometimes I found Ken was just like a little bit easier with some of them. Some of the fights. And then it's one of those where, granted, I had some additional memories with later versions
did
because that's when we got like Akuma in the mix
did
as like this weird secret character. But
did Ken have any differences from Ryu in the original one?
No.
no.
I didn't think he had any
And
His
differences
hair,
until Super
wasn't
Street Fighter.
his
wasn't
eyebrow
Ken a
color.
little bit wasn't Ken a little bit slower?
yeah,
Was
Did
I think
did they
actually,
reverse like where Ryu was the higher damage Hadouken and
yeah,
Ken had the higher
Ken was
Dragon
Dragon
better
Punch?
Kick?
with
That
kicks.
I think
Yeah,
that was the
that
issue.
happened.
that's
I
really what
think
it
that was the
was.
only like
The
Yeah,
only
just
like big
how much damage each one did. Like one of them had a good one, and then the other one had the
Ryu's
And
always
then
been very much like based off of upper body damage and punches, and
yeah,
yeah, Ken just gravitates
and
more
then
towards kicks.
and
So
then and
Plus,
then
Ken
Super
was
Street.
from Ken was from America,
America
and he
yeah,
he liked to
yeah.
hang out on boats with hot chicks,
dockside
Yes.
bars.
Yes,
boats
right?
and hoes,
and a robot in a trench coat.
right? Just a
Where
dude in the corner like,
Street Fighter
what?
2 taught me like all the racial stereotypes, right?
Yes.
'Cause that's
Yeah, he kind of did that too.
Yeah.
It,
But
it taught me what
it,
choking the chicken means. Is that a
and yes,
guy that
there
there?
was a guy
Oh
choking the chicken
yeah,
in
that was
Chun-Li's
choking the
stage.
yeah,
chicken at the Chun Li stage.
And then
like,
in
hey,
the
who's that over there?
and then in the M Bison stage, if you threw somebody and you broke the statue, the one girl got up and just started getting pissed off at you.
Yeah, yeah,
Forgot about the
But yeah,
background
no,
friggin' things in that game.
and like, yes, I know Mortal Kombat came out a year later, but everything basically became a Street Fighter clone, and then everything
Mhm.
became
yeah,
a Mortal Kombat
Mortal
clone.
Kombat
Yeah.
clone.
So
right.
basically, Street Fighter pretty much yes, there were fighting games beforehand, but Street Fighter was the one that blew up that genre and took it to the
It
next
really
level.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
a
It
hundred
brought the
percent.
people into the
I
arcades
that
big time.
that and Mortal Kombat is what revolutionary
Mhm.
fighting
Yeah,
games.
Mhm.
and it's nice that MK still was, even when they started taking a little bit more from Street Fighter, it wasn't much. They were still very kind of their own thing. They've never really done the whole quarter circle thing or anything like that. um but they still did their own thing, while you know obviously they're both, once it got to like MK3 and everything, those lines started blurring a little bit. But you had your MK for, the special moves are maybe a little bit easier to use, but of course it was a little more taboo, especially if you're younger, because you know what kids got that, you know but yeah, it's still Street Fighter, we've said, just kind of created the
Well,
mold.
and then also not just from the video game standpoint, Street Fighter like also was like broke mainstream stuff because you
Hmm.
had the movie.
Yep.
They also
Greatest
signed a
movie ever
deal and
made.
there were yeah. They also branched out and made Street Fighter GI Joes. So like this
Yeah.
was
Mm.
like the first yeah, Mario probably, but Street Fighter was something like it branched out
It was
and
Tuesday.
Ne-
started getting its fingers in everything, and then other things started to kind of go off of
ne-
what Street Fighter did.
never
Right.
have I wanted my photo hung up more in my life
I
right now.
I will say one thing that was missed. With Mortal Kombat, we got the like spin-off games. We never got a spin-off Street Fighter game. We never got like a
They were too busy
Like
side-scrolling.
making like
a different
17
genre.
versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
too
You know,
busy
I
It
think I
making
was
really
Street
would like
Fighter
that
Ultimate
actually.
right.
Like I would have loved.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Like an Akuma game
Like, well,
or
I was thinking like
a
Ryu
Sakura
and
game.
Ken as a
But
two-player
Yeah.
beat 'em up.
what?
At the time
Yeah.
that
What?
would have, oh god, it would have sold like fucking gangbusters.
Why are
It would have.
I think it's a different. Oh, what?
I was gonna say Wirebrain brings up a very good point. We did Final Fight.
You know what?
Oh yeah.
You have yes, you have, and it's
Because
from
pretty much
Capcom
every
too.
Final Fight character eventually
Yeah.
ended up in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like that.
That's
It's
true.
basically Final Fight was their kind of that extension. That, well,
Eh,
was it even intended at the time to be like an extension of the Street Fighter
I can't
world, or
imagine.
I
No.
think it was just another. It was a
yeah,
new
just
because
one of
beat 'em ups
those.
were the
Yeah,
other quarter
right.
muncher.
Cash cow at the time,
So
especially for arcades and everything. And
hmm
yeah,
so
it
they
was.
put that out there, and yeah, I mean, and that I remember. I don't it. I don't
Mm.
know why, but certain memories like think of. And I remember I was at a movie theater and I was waiting for like the previous movie to let out so I could go in and to watch whatever. And I saw the arcade machine back when movie theaters had arcades, and I was like, this looks cool. And I went over and I played it was Cody, and I'm like, this is amazing. This is so cool. And I was playing that, and then I played a guy because, of course, I died like within like halfway through the first level, and it was so good. And then I remember that just vividly and just loving that because it was such a big badass game. Because this is where memory gets a little fuzzy. I think it came out after Streets of Rage. So I just remember Streets of Rage being awesome, but the characters were like, and this being
Right.
like having big characters
Yeah, you had
on
these big chunky
screen.
characters across the screen. It was just so much
It
going
was
on.
so badass. Just pick them up and throw them.
Yeah.
So fun.
So Eric Kermo, old enough to remember the Mortal Outrage for Mortal Kombat, was released in the arcade, and then Nintendo getting rid of the blood for the home version.
Yep.
I think we all remember that.
green.
Wirebrain,
The blood code for the Genesis.
Yeah.
Right.
Wirebrain. It was apparently always set in the same universe. The guy who punches the dude in the opening is Cody. So let me do this, because I set this up now. No, I didn't set this up. Hold on one second.
Final Fight was going to be called Street Fighter.
It's gonna do the thing. It did do the thing.
There we go. It didn't do the
did the
thing.
thing.
That's better.
Streets of Rage came out after the second Final Fight. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that's Cody.
Oh, I could see that being Cody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I told you I got prepared this time.
And that's what got him arrested. And ended up in
And
jail.
ended up in
There you
jail.
go.
But Final Fight was going to
Wow.
originally be called Street Fighter 89. Rasta Jew Moon has the best tasting games. There, I said it.
That's a send him a message. Let him know.
Wirebrain
No,
Streets
he's
of.
gonna hear from me.
Let me get the thing back up here. Okay.
I'm the correct one.
Streets of Rage came out second after Final Fight. Brown knows I played just Mighty Final Fight from the series. I don't even remember Mighty Final Fight.
Mighty Final Fight's fun. It was the chibi version.
Of course
Final
it was.
Fight.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
Aw, there was a chibi version.
there was a chibi version.
I've never played this.
Yeah, it's fun.
That sounds like it's right up my alley.
It is. I could see
Like
you
Puzzle
falling in love
Fighter
with this.
I was
style?
gonna say Super,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
Super
yeah.
Puzzle Fighter was chibi. That I remember.
Yes.
Mighty Final Fight was the NES version. They were super cute and had mini RPG elements.
Hmm.
No, I can't remember.
Alright, so
I
what-
think
I wanted to go back on.
So what's the winner and why is it Final Fantasy 4?
well, it is Final Fantasy IV, and it's because it got the most points.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I was
Dang,
just saying-
even
by
if
a
I
pretty-
took it off of my list, it'd still be number one.
I was gonna
Damn.
say, by a significant margin.
Pretty good chunk.
That's why I was really hoping Blaine was gonna say Castlevania 4, because both Patrick and I
Oh.
would have just started laughing and pointing at Cecil and saying, "Ha ha ha!"
Now, when we started doing the list, we stressed the US versions. If Link to the Past would have been accepted, how much different would this list have been?
Very, because that would have been my number 2 at least.
That
Yeah,
would've
it
been
would
my
have
number
been
2
number
as
one,
well.
because it would have been my number one. So
Mm.
That's
That would've
my
been your
all-time.
number
It would've been nine-
That's my
it would've been
all-time
my
favorite
number
Legend of
one.
Zelda.
and Final Fantasy 4 would have been off the list.
Oh,
But also, if you like look at there, yes, there's repeat games, but there's a lot of games that are only on here like once or twice.
Yeah.
Right.
So, whereas
and-
when we did the
That-
98 thing, look how many of us had pretty much not the exact same games,
Yeah.
but there were a lot of common.
yes.
Right.
There's one I'm stunned. At the very least, Patrick didn't throw on the list that I thought was going to make it up there. Manhattan Project. Nobody chose that
Oh.
one.
The
I
Genesis
think
Turtles.
No, the NES
My-
one, the last NES game.
Oh,
See,
the
and I
NES
think the
one.
reason
Okay.
why is because that was like one of those late NES games. And I played it later on. I didn't play it when it came out because pretty much by that time we moved on to Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know.
and by that time you had Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo, and it's like, well, nothing's gonna beat this on a home console.
I would say if Turtles in Time, if the Super Nintendo version had come out this year, it would have been on my list. Because I like the arcade game, but I mean,
It,
I was all in on the Super
yeah,
Nintendo
the Super
version.
Nintendo one would have been on my list, knocking out
Like
Final
I
Fantasy
just
IV.
I just
That-
was playing that with Riker like a couple days ago on
Just
the
remember,
Turtle
Keith,
Collection.
you told me like
We're-
I don't think I'm even gonna put that on the list. I wonder how much shit that's gonna cause.
well, that's the thing, because I thought we were doing like any like games. So Zelda was gonna be up there, Mega Man 4 was gonna be up there, but both of those
but
were
once
92
we
in America. So
yeah,
But I think like with
Zelda would have been on
Zelda,
there.
it's like super
I'm go-
early 92.
I'm gonna head to my local 3 millimeter cinema for the Terminal and then Ronin. Thanks for the nostalgia. Thank you for joining us, Rasta Jew.
Yes.
We
Oh,
will be
fun.
doing another one of these soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have
I
to
would
figure.
love to do another one. We
But
just
yeah,
need to figure out a year.
but you know, I think with
Yeah,
Link to the Past,
1843.
it came I think with Link to the Past, it came out early 92, so I bet they were trying to get it for that Christmas rush
They
of
were.
91.
They were trying to
Yeah.
get it
It
for
just didn't make it.
91.
yeah.
I think it came out in November of 91 in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of the next one, I think I have the year I want to go with.
All right,
Ooh.
let's hear it.
Oh,
2004.
Okay.
Ooh. Before the
Because,
stream ends, ask Cecil if how he feels about the controller for the PS5.
Oh,
oh no, I'm not.
2004.
He just wants me to start ranting about. I had
Okay.
oh,
my PS5 controller had fucking awful drift, and it just
ugh.
got really worse, and I had to buy a new one, and I was pissed. So I
Well,
was
it's like my Switch, I need to get new Joy-Cons, but it's like god damn, $80.
right. I'm like,
yeah,
are you fucking
seriously.
kidding me? Like, I have a PS1 controller that still works, and I've used it way more than the stupid piece of shit PlayStation 5
As
controller
much
that's
as
$80.
much as I used to dog Mad Cats, god damn, I wish there were still Mad Cats
I
controls.
know, right?
Yeah.
God,
Well,
give me a
I'm at
Mad
a point
Catz.
now where I'm seeing like various like third parties that are
Yeah.
doing the controllers with the Hall effect sticks in them, and
Mhm.
I'm just like, and then I also know that you can get Hall effect like modules for the Switch, and I've just basically been like, well, if it starts drifting again on mine, I'm just going to do that because I am also the kind of person who will take apart the controller,
Yeah.
and
And
swap
then
that out.
and
See,
like
I'll take it
But
apart and I'll never get it back together. Like I
and
just
then like
yeah,
at this
I've
at
done
this
that too
point
many times with stuff. So
and then at this point with my Joy-Cons, it's like, you know what? I might as well like I hardly ever play the Switch anymore anyway. I might as well just wait until like the Switch 2 just drops and just upgrade.
Mhm.
And then
yeah,
it's
so
instead of so
so real quick, just so we can get out of here and actually go get some sleep tonight. Wirebraid 91 had some great games that built entire franchises and game styles. Other games of note that weren't mentioned: Princess Maker, Monkey Island 2, Wing Commander 2, and Puyo Puyo.
Yes,
I would
So
have
Puyo
said
Puyo.
I
Pio
would have
Pio,
said Wing
thank you.
Command. Like
oh
if it
yeah,
was Wing Commander 1, or Wing Commander 1 or Wing Commander 3. Like I like Wing Commander 2 a lot, but 1 was the one that was just really amazing and unique, and then 3 was the
is
one
3 the
that
one with
had
Mark Hamill?
the 3 is the one with Mark Hamill,
mm,
and
Was it
the lavish sets and the costumes for the Kilrathi. Like it
what
was crazy
what
seeing that back
was it
then.
Malcolm McDowell in one, or am I thinking Command and Conquer?
Malcolm McDowell's in 4.
Okay.
You're thinking of
But
Tim Curry in Command and
No.
Conquer.
yeah.
Good evening.
space.
Fires!
But
Oh,
you had John Reese Davies was in 3 and 4,
mm,
and yeah, dude, it's such a great series. But I love the first one I played. I think I had the Sega CD version first, because I didn't my PC at the time couldn't handle it. But yeah, 2 is really good. I think I ended up getting 2 on like the Super Nintendo, and then I got 3 on the 3DO, and it was just like it was one of those, like you said, with Castlevania, where your eyes open and you're like, there's never been a
Yeah.
game like this before, because it was all cinematic and fucking cool, and you had all these cutscenes, and you're You're
think
freaking Mark Hamill. You're Luke Skywalker fighting giant cats in space. You
well,
know, it's awesome.
I had life changing events in '91.
Mhm.
That
Oh.
was when I played Final Fantasy. I played the Super Nintendo Castlevania 4, and I discovered girls in the same year.
So since
What
we're doing
you discovered that
2004,
you don't like girls?
Yes,
since we're
I was
doing
like,
2004,
ew,
I just
girl.
decided to do
You
a.
said
I did
ew.
a quick peek at 2004, and I'm like, God damn, this one's gonna be hard.
2004 is gonna be
Yeah,
rough.
not just that, but
I
2004 was one of the
2004
years.
or
I haven't
2005.
Right.
2005 would be a good one too, but
I
4
haven't
is just
That's what I'm
as
saying. Like
I
4
haven't
was
looked at
like the
4.
modern,
Oh,
like of
just
like
just
one of the
like I just
last
see like 4
holy
games pop
shit
up and like
years.
Jesus.
I got a
Plus,
Oh
question.
man.
2004
I don't
was
I did
one of those years where we played together a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah.
So
So there's
there's
gonna be
Yes.
some games that we're gonna be like, "Well, it wasn't that great, but remember when we did this on this game?" And
What
there's
Here's
was
gonna
a
be
it?
a lot of that.
Uh, what was it? Ashley Olsen's finger. Like
Jesus Christ.
Mary Jane actually
Mary
was
Jane and
killed by a burnt penis. I think
Uh, Wing
And then
Commander Part 2.
we were so awful. They took it away.
he's hiding behind the box.
Wing Commander Part 2 is where the stories got deep and serious, involving a cast instead of just being set dressing for combat. Wing Commander 2 crawled so
Is
Wing
that
Commander
game
3 can
wait,
run.
that game
Oh yeah.
was that game of
I gotta
2004?
go back and play. I gotta
No,
go
that was
back and play 2
2003,
again.
dude.
I haven't looked at the 2004 list yet, but if
That was
It's
2003.
here's a
ridiculous.
question. Is it obvious as to what my number one's gonna be?
Maybe.
No.
2004?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
For you, probably not.
Okay, never
There's some
mind.
good ones.
I was thinking a specific
No, never mind.
game coming out that year that pretty much I
Oh yeah, no, it could have been that
was
one that you were
was
looking at.
obsessed with and still obsessed with. So
Hmm.
It
I don't
might
know if it
be.
came out in 2004 though.
There is one game on here that we've probably all logged about like
Oh no,
3,000
that one
hours.
I know, and that one will
Mm.
be on my list. That one I knew was
There's
It
coming.
rhymes with
that
So
one that we've
World
played.
of Gore
Mm,
Yeah.
nah.
gotcha.
Merled of Moorcraft.
Right.
Not the one. Well,
Oh,
and then
it's
EverQuest
also a
2.
game that we also did a ranking list on too.
Yes, it is.
Right, we did the
That one's kind of been
dungeon.
lost in
Remember
time
when you
though.
could
So
say
Now, okay, so without mentioning this game, we're going by no expansions. Even it's not gonna
Just
matter.
base.
not gonna
It's
We're
gonna be on
going.
the fucking list
Right.
We're
anyway.
going
yeah.
base level. Yeah, but even still,
But it's gonna be on the list no matter what.
Mhm. It can't not be. It's
It,
it's one
Right.
of. I mean, it's still going. It's one of the greatest games ever made. They're fucking it up now, but it did have a good 20-year run or
I was
so
gonna
of
say,
just
when it
being.
comes to that game in its state right now, it's like they deviated way into like this, hey, we're gonna focus on end game rating and then all this other little tedious stuff to just make you do a bunch of was
right.
it grinding to
faction
make sure you can
faction
fly.
rep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
faction rep. Sorry. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. And
We,
yeah,
Quest,
all
all
that
that.
crap. And from what I've heard, like with the latest expansion, I think they're finally starting to give a little bit more to the casual audience in terms of being able to just, do your thing, get off the game and, have a decent time and have it not be super grueling. But um
well,
obviously there's still a lot of that in there
Oh
because
yeah, there always
one
will
of the
be.
one of the original because the guy who became the director of it for a
What?
while was like one of the original try hard raiders, like
Mhm.
he was like one of
Oh,
the
there's that.
world first raiders. So yeah, that's why things switched up. Oh,
alright. And just real quick, I really need to get out of here. I think I gotta go to the bathroom.
oh.
although Wirebrain, although some of my
Ah,
favorites are still Gunner 2, better than the T2 arcade game. You heard me. Space Quest 4, Alien Storm, Toe Jam and Earl, Bonanza Brothers, and then he knows what number one is gonna be in 2004. Spawn Armageddon.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. And where did Cecil go? God damn it. I was
Oh,
literally ready to sign off and then he just disappears.
God dang it.
Eh.
He
Anyone play
decided to
Damn it,
just wanted
good
Autumn.
to.
for us.
I wanted to
anybody
show
play
you.
Spawn Armageddon? Yeah, probably the guy that turned off his webcam.
Yes, I have it. I have it over on my shelf. I
Of
wanted to
course you
show
do.
off this monstrosity of an amazing book, The WoW Diary.
Oh wow.
This was the
Uh,
the devs put this thing together. It is the entire story of how WoW came together. It is insane. Like
Cool.
all the concept art and shit in here. It's such an I mean, it's like as somebody who has put a ridiculous amount of time into WoW, reading like how it happened. It was just an amazing book.
I blame you for me playing that game.
And I
A
blame him
lot
for
of
me
people,
playing that game.
my
Yeah.
entire when I used to work at the old place,
Yes.
my
At
entire
kindergarten,
Oh, when
office.
you were
kindergarten,
in kindergarten
when you
class.
went to kindergarten.
Mm-hmm. My entire class, I got, or my entire office, I got hooked on WoW.
You
They
got me
were
hooked
all
on
like,
it.
I got
Yep.
you hooked on
I,
it.
I remember I
Yeah.
remember us
Not
running
only did you ruin my childhood with the Turtles video,
You took
I
over
you
his
got
adulthood.
you got me addicted to a
I got
goddamn
you
game.
addicted to
I'm
WoW.
gonna just say this about the game because I want to save a lot of the conversation we're gonna have.
Yeah.
I still remember Cecil and I running around till Drassel. Was that the Night Elf
Yes.
starting
Yes.
zone?
Mhm.
And we didn't know what Hunter's Mark was, so we
Oh,
would run
Oh, that
right.
around
means they have
killing
extra
enemies.
So we
treasure.
keep seeing an
That guy's
arrow
got the
and
treasure. Let's go get him.
and we kept getting mad. We're like, motherfucker, always getting here before we do. And it's like, yeah, we didn't know what Hunter's Mark
Those
was.
hunters were probably so mad at the two of you.
Yeah, that we'd be running because we always would just run over
And we
to
were
wherever they
and we were
were.
both druids, so we just ran after him, spamming Moonfire
Oh.
to try to try to tag him
Right.
for the hunter. We were assholes.
Although I can't imagine he was probably happy we were helping him, you know, because we're killing whatever he was killing as long as he got the first shot, you know, which they always did because they hit the
Yeah.
mark, the hunter's mark.
Yeah.
I never liked hunters though. I was never good at being a hunter. I was
I had a hunter. It was
druid
fun.
and then later Death Knight.
My hunter
And
was the blood elf
Joe
Joe Elliott
oh
from Death
right,
Hunter.
He named all the animals
and
after albums.
All of my pets. I had
that's
pyromania.
awesome.
I had hysteria. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Yeah, we played that
Did
just so like
Way too
I would
much.
stay up, I would go
I-
it was almost as bad as when we were playing Rainbow Six where I would get home from work, I would put some
Yeah.
chicken on the Foreman grill, I would start my computer up, then I would eat while I was getting into the game and then you guys would slowly jump on and the next thing you know, I hear I'm like,
Six
what's
o'clock
that
in the
beep?
morning.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
my
my
alarm
alarm.
clock telling me that it's time to go to work. Oh fuck. Uh
Oh, no
I
sleep.
I won't be in today.
Yeah.
It's like I can
Oh.
see you online right now.
oh,
No, you can't. Because we were all in the same fucking guild. That was a big thing. I was in a guild with
Right.
my coworkers.
Yeah.
I
So you
just
couldn't
pulled up.
hide.
I just pulled up the list of games in 2004. Oh, good God.
Oh, I
It's
know. We're gonna have
Yeah.
a hard time with that.
it's gonna be a
How many?
fucking
Okay.
doozy.
That's a
How many are we
doozy.
gonna do? Are we gonna do 5 and then two?
17.
Honorable mention. 17.
So for
We'll
my
be-
15th pick,
We'll be here for a
Right.
week. There's one that it was the biggest game of then that I have a feeling that none of us are going to put it on there. That everybody
Well-
it always poops themselves over, and I'm like, eh.
Well, we will
It's
find
a
out
game
next
that
time.
yes,
It's,
Yeah.
yes,
God.
people will find out. Tune in.
Yes.
Tune in next time.
We will. We
for-
will. I will
Whatever.
have a date at a later time as to when the next time will be.
I
But
mean, we did this. This was about a month ago, I think. So if we do this like every month or so, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
maybe while I'm visiting, The two of us just compare notes and friggin' other things. So
Yeah, genitals.
Exercises,
As you all play Sex Olympics,
high scores
Yes,
on
we
Sex
play Sex
Olympics.
Olympics. Yes. Well, maybe
there is a
you know,
Leisure Suit Larry game that came out, by the way.
there is, yes.
there is.
The
Which,
Xbox
which
one.
one? Oh, that was
Magna,
the shitty one. That was
the
that was
Magna
the
Cum
bad
Laude.
one though.
And
The one
we're
that
doing,
I actually played the most of. I beat that game. Yeah. I remember getting it at the time and I'm just like, all right, whatever.
But like,
Yeah.
there was a long period of time where there weren't one, and then this was like, oh, cool. I guess it's coming back.
just
It was in name only.
eh. And will
Well, it was supposed to be like his kid anyway, so.
Hmm.
all right.
So
We'll
all
discuss
right.
the rules later on. Yeah, I gotta use
Yep.
the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Fair enough.
so I will talk to everybody later.
All right.
Be on
Bye,
the
guys.
stream at some point
Take care.
tomorrow.
Bye.
See yas.
Bye.
love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.